Hey y'all, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? Hey CBAC TV. CBAC TV, will you let me know if you can hear me okay? But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing okay on this Saturday morning. I figured I would pop in real fast because I give my commentary on a couple of things that I heard. Okay. Hey Seven, how you doing? Hope that y'all can hear me okay. Well, first let me say the first So this morning, as I'm going through videos to find out, thank you, C Mac, thank you. As I'm going through videos this morning, about about what happened yesterday, I saw that Pizarro did I guess a Virgo birthday party, and Lady Nika and a couple of ladies was up there, right? Um, and I didn't necessarily view all of that video because what happened was I seen O.D.S went live last night, and in his video he was talking about the lady, I think her name was Sheila E or something like that. Forgive me if I'm getting her name wrong. But honey, she was up there getting ready to dance on top of a chair or something, and she fell. It ain't even funny, and I'm glad she okay. Y'all please hit the like button. Child, she done got drunk and fell out the chair or whatever in the world was going on. She was moaning on the floor, and I'm like, child, you are look, you got to be careful. As we get older, we can't be having no slip and falls, right? Now I understand that music was sounding good to you, Sheila girl. Is that your name? But baby, that fall took you. that fall, that fall took you out, honey. She said that wig fell off her head with that cowboy hat. When she came back on O.D.S, honey, she had a romper on without the blonde wig. I said, bye bye. But I'm I'm glad you okay, Sheila. And Sheila is funny when she's drink. Child, she need to be more careful. You got to be more careful when you drinking, right? Now I'm thinking when she fell, right? She was trying to stand up on something, and I was thinking, see, Matt, was that a roll away chair or something? Then I think I heard somebody say she fell off the top of the toilet, and I'm like, girl, do you know how many slip and falls, deaths there are from people making a freak accidents in the bathroom? Girl, you got to be more careful. So, honey, O.D.S told her to take some Tylenol, before she go to bed, which is good advice. Yeah, I thought it was a chair too, right? And I'm like, girl, was that a rollaway chair? Are you okay? Child, did you see? Oh, I'm great. Yeah, I'm great. Touch on that too, real fast, Saber. Right. So anyway, I hope you're okay, Sheila, and happy belated birthday to you. And child, please be more careful when you jack on it. It ain't like we're 15 or 16 years old no more, child. You got to be careful. Girl, you could have broke your hip. Okay. Oh my God. So anyway, I saw that on O.D.S, and I also saw what O.D.S had he had loaded up a now it took me a few minutes to hey True Black, how you doing, girl? To realize whose place it was until the picture at the end. Y'all please hit the like button. Thanks for coming in on this Saturday morning, right? So O.D.S loaded up a short, I believe that's where I saw it first, of somebody's house that was filthy. And I'm like, oh my God, right? Because I didn't like catch the voice at first or even hear the voice. But come to find out, I don't know, y'all hit the one if y'all saw. Did y'all see that house, that apartment or whatever? I'm like, and then was uppity drunk when she was showing that trash can that she lives in. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? And the first thing I thought about was the little girl. And I mean, it was like it was a trash can. It wasn't even she didn't have no furniture. And girl, for $1,000 a week, you ain't got no furniture. Girl, what are y'all sleeping on top of the trash? And you using the toilet as a chair? Like, what is going on? I was like, oh my God, I was so afraid for the little girl. And honey, it was trash everywhere. And they said that she had been cooking food. Thank you, Cosmic Girl. They said she had been cooking food. Ooh, in at home. I was like, oh, I believe Uppity has been drinking since Thursday. I don't know, but I hope she don't live like that on a daily basis. Um, and my thing, Uppity, is girl, girl. Oh my God. I mean, I'm like, I really didn't know. I have never seen anything like that in my life. And what was the little girl? Now I think somebody said it was a doll, but y'all, I thought I seen that little girl sleep in the bathroom, and I was like, I hope I'm seeing wrong. Child, you spend too much time online, honey, and I don't know. And even how can your house be that cluttered, that filthy, that full of trash, uppity, girl? When you don't even have furniture, you ain't got to do nothing but take a broom and a mop to that empty space, child. Why are you spending so much time online as opposed to cleaning your home? And how can you live like that? I ain't even being shady, but girl, that is downright unsanitary. You can catch something like that. That is not, and your baby can catch something like that. Like y'all can catch ringworms or something. Do you have that? Oh, but I seen that video. I did, y'all. I saw it. I was like, oh my God. For an adult, a grown woman to be living like that, girl, it's like you don't have no home training. Oh, child, that was so unfortunate. And I understand she got a little mental issues or whatever, but that does not preclude her. She ain't mentally insane to the point to where she can't clean her home. You know, if she's mentally stable enough to care for that child, honey, she mentally stable enough to clean up. There's no excuse for that. I'm sorry. And was you drunk and forgot the camera was on? Like, cause surely you didn't want to show that to the beef sector, child, of all places. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video if you care. But I saw it. Angela T. White says, and you were a social worker. I know this even it shocked me as a human being. As a grown woman. Okay? As a human being and a grown woman, it shocked me to see somebody living in those conditions. That I mean, like you walking on top of trash, girl, and your baby is too. That was just so disheartening. And you get online and you talk all of this big stuff. Like it's no wonder, you know, when you showed your home, like was it a cry for help? I mean, you are delusional for real. Like when you say that stuff about you got a tiny waist and all of this and all that, I really think you see that in a mirror. Cause what is it that you see on your floor? What? I'm wondering what she sees on her floor. Like, does she think is she walking on top of diamonds or something? I don't. Wow, wow, uppity. I hope that you and it's no responsibility but yours, honey. You have a child to clean up your home. Like, how can you? And where do you sleep? Like, how can you live like that, girl? That's not cool. It is not safe. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I saw it. I did. I saw it. I was like, wow. And I'm not even trying to roast or gag you. I'm just asking why. You know, y'all know I got questions. There, but to me, in my opinion, now I know there are a lot. If y'all see, sometimes people around here in this B sector act like they care, for people, and they will of caring for people, via the internet is to not tell them the truth. You know what I mean? But if you consider yourself a person that is in the uppity's corner, then you would tell her that that is not a sanitary condition that she's living in. That is not age appropriate. Um, you wouldn't even let some no, different types of people wouldn't even let their kids room, because your kids can your rooms they have toys everywhere and books and clothes and stuff, right? But when you get tired of looking at it, you tell them to clean up that room. Okay, clean up that room, right? You are living in filth. Clean up that. Get your dirty clothes in a pile. Okay. If you got any plates of food or spoons or anything, because sometimes they'll bring some food in their room and they'll leave the plate or the fork or spoon in there. You know what I mean? Clean up your room, right? And I'm talking about for a child, right? A teenager, right? You got to remind them, honey, clean up your room. You don't have nothing to wear to school because you didn't bring your laundry downstairs to the laundry room. Clean up your room. But in Uppy's case, she need to clean up her house. You are an adult. You are the adult in the situation, and you might have some mental health issues, and we know you do, girl. But that does not preclude you from knowing that you need to clean up your home. And you in a cook, you can catch salmonella or something. She needs help, Miss O. I had a dream. I adopted like girl. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The only kind of help she need is to stop being trifling. Get off the alcohol. Get off the marijuana. Okay? You can take medication for your delusions, right? But there ain't nothing stopping you from picking up a broom and a mop. I am not accepting no. I'm all about accountability, right? Now that you can spend all this and all that time online, and doxing people because O.D.S says she docked his name on her Instagram wall and all of this and all of that. You got all the okay, the seven, let me drop it. You got all day and all night to do all that. And you can't take a few minutes to clean up your home because you don't even have no furniture. Okay? Oh my God. Let me get this link for seven. That don't make no. I mean, come on now. Was y'all raised by animals, wolves? Were y'all raised by animals and the wolves, like in the woods? Like I'm trying to, I'm trying to make it make sense. Let me get this link for seven. Hold on, let me paste it. Why my thing tripping? My thing want to trip. I don't want to paste. Okay, yeah, hold on. Here you go, seven. I'm going to drop it right now. Okay, I dropped the link. So yeah, but yeah, I was really shocked. Like there's no excuse, right? Like in my opinion, I don't care whatever else you got going on. Like in that apartment is small. It don't take that long to clean up after yourself or your baby. And you cooking in those conditions. You always want to be in the cooking challenge or some kind of challenge. But girl, you living in filth. Hey Miss LA, y'all please hit the like button. Let me put my banner up to make sure that this is seven. Like I'm really disappointed by that. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, y'all. Come on now. We can do better than that. That's nope. Mm-mm. Hold on. Is this you, Seven? Hey girl, how you doing?
Girl, let me tell you something. When I tell you I was up after I saw that last night, I was up early this morning cleaning my floorboards. I
Girl,
was like, oh my God.
girl. Was that cereal? Now it looked like it was some cereal on like some Fruit Loops or something on the floor at one point in time. Was I seeing wrong? Like the baby had dropped a bowl of cereal or something? Maybe it was I don't know what that was, but I was like, oh my God.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
I saw a pack of cigarettes. I saw a whole
oh,
bunch of trash and debris. I
yes.
it just looked
Mm,
crazy to me that somebody in their 40s is
yes.
sitting up there living with a baby like that.
Yes. It
Okay.
is unsanitary. Oh my God. And then she be cooking in that house, right? So, cause they said she was cooking some food, like crab legs and steak. Girl, that's salmonella. I mean, I mean, and the did you see that microwave?
The whole thing was absolutely disgusting. It
Oh my God.
like honestly, that that is definitely mental illness to be living like that. And then you're online. Now I was on Sir King's panel the other day and I was talking about how valuable a woman's time is
Mm,
because we have so much to do throughout the day. We just do.
mhm.
As,
Yeah,
aside from like keeping ourselves up and stuff.
right.
So when I saw that, I was like, that's crazy that she spends all day online like that
Yes.
and she don't even clean up. And this woman don't
Yes.
even have a job.
No.
She's full time at home with her child. So I'm just like,
Right.
that is weird to me. Like something honestly, that is a situation where CPS definitely needs to be called.
Yes, it's unstable, it's unsanitary. I mean, and what was the little baby? Now, I hope I was seeing wrong. Now, my glasses maybe ain't strong enough or something, but was that baby in the bathroom sleep? What was the baby at?
I don't think I saw her in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking maybe it was a doll or something. I'm hoping it wasn't that baby in that
Mm-mm.
bathroom. Just thank God, because I'm like, oh my God. Ooh.
But my
And then
point
she sat on that toilet. Was she
is,
using the bathroom or was she just using it as a chair?
I think she was using it as a chair, but the
Oh,
point the point is it's given like it, I mean, this is some crack epidemic type error
oh,
type ish, right? Like
oh, that's just let me stop you right there. Seven. See, that's a form of an opinion, an excuse, right? Seven. Whether she's mentally ill, alcoholic, I don't care. what extra she got going on, it don't take you but a minute to clean up after yourself, okay? She can clean up after herself, girl, while she online. Okay? I clean up a whole house by myself from top to bottom, okay? I am not in my 40s. Then I go out and I get my groceries, I do my self-care and everything else, okay? Sometimes I have my autistic niece, which is 12 years old. I got a 150-pound Rottweiler that I got to clean up behind. Okay,
I just
I'm not, I can't. But okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I couldn't believe it. Like honestly, and
Me
I'm
either.
telling you, it inspired me to get up. And my house ain't filthy by any means, but it's just like
Right.
it
But you
just
see, here's the thing that is beyond. Now, look at here, seven. There are levels to this, right? You get some people's homes, they are junky. You know, they got a whole lot of stuff. Maybe they need a bigger space. Maybe
clutter.
they got a
Yeah,
little
clutter.
harder in them, clutter and the seven. That was not clutter seven. That
No,
was the bottom of a trash can
that
seven.
was filthy. That was
Oh
filthy.
my God,
That was
seven.
filthy.
Did you see that? Did you see where she cooked her food?
The whole thing was absolutely
Oh,
shocking. Like honestly,
oh,
for you to be an at-home parent, okay, because we all know
oh.
you living off of that baby.
Right. And the
That
apartment is small, seven. She don't even have no furniture, seven.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, she can put a broom and a mop in that empty space, and you're done like in an hour or less, depending on how much trash you got. But girl, you
No,
need to get you some hefty bags, honey, a broom and a mop, and just throw it all away.
no, what we witnessed was an unkept woman. She don't keep up with
Oh,
herself. She don't keep up with that baby. I mean, remember, it is documented that
oh,
her children used to go to school smelling
yeah.
like
Well, now we understand why, right? Because this is an ongoing problem. And then here's the thing with social services, right? So if you know you got a foul on her, and she is allegedly in assisted living, some kind of an assisted living situation, why is social services not keeping more of an eye on that baby? Because that baby can get hurt like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like all that stuff on the floor. What if it's something sharp on the floor one day? She's clearly not paying enough attention to the baby. What if she climbs up in the kitchen and something is boiling on the stove because the girl liked to cook, evidently, right? What if she starts playing with a sharp utensil, and punctures her skin? Like anything can happen, Seven.
we don't know that it hasn't already
That's
happened.
true. That's true. Oh my God.
What we do know is YouTube runs her entire life. We've
Oh,
heard her talk crazy to that baby. I mean, ain't no in this type of situation, CPS definitely needs to be called. I
yes,
remember somebody
absolutely.
showed up to her house one time to do an
Mm,
inspection. She was very nasty, very rude to
mm,
those people,
mm.
and shut the door in their face. So
Ooh,
yeah,
child.
yeah,
Mm.
somebody needs to intervene. And what I declared today on my community wall was we I understand she's not really black. She's like some type of Caribbean or something, okay?
Mm,
But
mm.
here's the thing. We are only as strong as our weakest links. And the fact that y'all keep having this woman on your panels, y'all keep allowing this woman to be in your cooking challenges, I would delete
Right.
all of that. She would be banned
Yeah.
from all of that until
Well,
that
see, that's
house
what
gets
I meant by that's what I said earlier, baby, when I said that they be having her in these cooking challenges and something. If you really are her friend, YouTube or whatnot, you would tell her the truth. Okay? There are a lot of people that feed a lot of people train wrecks around here just because they like to see the train wreck. Okay? But clearly if you say that you are in that girl's corner, right? Now let me give you an example. I was listening to O.D.S's replay, right? That's how I seen the whole trash of a house and all this not. And then I seen he did a short of it, right? But Miss Toby hit the link at one point in time. And, she said no comment when ODS was asking her about how the house looked. She said that at first, right? So if you like uppity, right? Even if you have no comment for ODS, are you telling her in the background that, look, girl, was you drunk when you showed everybody your dirty apartment, and you need to start doing A, B, C, and D now? Like, I really like you as a person, but uppity girl, that's too far. You need to get yourself together. Do you see what I'm saying? So
I
if
mean,
you are
I'm
in
gonna
her
take it a
car,
step further. I don't even like the fact that she be daytime drunk like this every
I
day.
know with the baby. Oh my god.
Like somebody really
Oh my
needs
god.
to intervene, and it's not
Yeah.
nothing's going to change unless that baby gets snatched.
Yeah.
That check that
If
she
that
get for
baby
that,
gets
that
snatched,
if that check
her
for that
housing get
baby, yeah, if
right.
that check for that
Mm,
baby and the housing and all that is
mm-hmm.
up in the air, that's the only way she gonna get her
Yeah.
act together, because that makes no sense.
Yeah. And then here's the problem, right, with social services, right? Because I was once a social worker. Depending on what kind of social worker she has, here's the reason why Nala is still in the home. Number one, she don't want to do her job properly, right? She want to do lazy social working, right? Now you can have 50,000 caseloads, but you have to go through every last one of them. You have to do your home visits, and it's time consuming and it's constraining, but you have to choose your battles, right? And when it comes to Nida and her, her disabilities, she has specific needs that needs to be met, and in my opinion, Uppity is not capable of meeting those needs, which means social services should have intervened long ago. But now you can be a trifling ass social worker and not do your freaking job too. So it would appear to me that whoever her social worker is, honey, she truly is not doing her job. Okay, because
I
that
mean,
is scary.
absolute filth.
Yeah, that's just beyond. I mean, like, uh,
And if you
Lord.
let me just say this. If you got trash and stuff like that all over the floor, you know there's bugs and insects up in there. You just
And where do
know
they
it.
sleep, Seven? Where do they sleep? If
I
it's
have no idea.
like and the cleanest thing in the apartment that I saw was the tub. Do they? I mean, are they cleaning themselves? Like, is she cleaning that baby?
I don't know.
Let alone herself? Like, I'm girl.
She might not get in the
That's
tub.
what I'm saying. That's why it's so clean. hmm
Mm-mm. I
Yeah,
can't
but
imagine you would be in the bathroom scrubbing your tub and the rest of your house look like that. That's crazy.
and is she using the toilet just as a chair? Now you know this bad, Seven. Come on now.
I
Miss
the whole
$1,000 a week. Girl, you don't even have a chair. You could get a chair from Walmart or somewhere.
I think we can put that to bed. I think I get $1,000 a week. I think we can absolutely put that to bed. If she
Clearly.
gets any type of money, she's getting assistance for that little girl.
Yes.
She's getting Section 8 or some type of housing for that little girl. She's getting
hmm
food stamps for that little girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Like,
getting a check for that little girl because of her mental disability.
mm-hmm,
She's
mm-hmm.
absolutely getting that. Is that what she mean by $1,000 a week? Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share
I
the
mean,
video.
I don't know if it's 1,000 a week, but what I'm saying is, ain't no man giving her no $1,000 a week. I'm telling you
Oh
that
no,
right
no, yeah, I
now.
don't, yeah. That's yeah. Uh.
I think
I
she
mean,
is.
and then let's just say that was true, right? What is she doing with it? Like, clearly you ain't taking care of your home. You don't even have furniture.
Hmm.
You don't have a chair to sit on. You using your toilet as your chair? I mean, come on. Really?
Getting drunk every day, smoking Newports in the house. She looked like she's smoking the house.
Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Just disgusting. So
Mm.
you already see it's filthy. If she's smoking in the house, it smells like shit.
Oh.
I mean, it's the whole thing is just absolutely
And that
like
was that a potty in her bathroom, like a baby potty?
it looked like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is she actually trying to potty train Nyla, or does she just have it in there? Like,
I
Lord
have
have mercy.
no idea.
Because if you're not even taking the time to clean your home, how is it that you're putting your baby on the schedule, uh, so that you could potty train her? Did you see what I'm saying?
She don't have time for that baby. That's what I'm
She don't
saying.
have
She's on
right.
YouTube. She
Mm-hmm.
don't. she don't even give that baby the love and care that it needs because
She
she's
don't.
always arguing with somebody on YouTube.
Yes, and then if you have an autistic child, your house can't be in turmoil like that, right? They have sensory issues, right? And when it comes to like loud noises and hollering and screaming, that does something to their sensory issues. They don't take that very well, so you kind of have to be really, really calm when you're dealing with that type of child, right? And so clearly that is not what's going on at Uppity house, because we hear her all day screaming online, okay? And Nyla is there sometimes.
Look,
So,
I'm looking at the video right now. I see a pack of Newports. I see some type of it looked like sunscreen or lotion or something up on, and this is just on the sink.
oh my God.
It's a whole bunch of stuff on the sink.
Mm.
Okay, hold on.
As she's walking towards the bathroom, what is
There,
that little pile
there's
of
a
something in the
chair.
floor?
There is a chair in front of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a
Mm.
ball. There's some type of like rag or dish rag. There's a whole bunch of debris on the floor. I
Mm.
mean, oh my God. Oh my God. It looked like, let me
Mm.
tell you something. It looked like somebody had a big bag of trash
Yeah.
and then somehow all the trash ended up on the floor. That's how it looks.
That's what I was saying. Like, I didn't know if it was, I didn't know what it was.
You see Nyla's little scooter, her little red like scooter.
Mm-hmm. Just before she
A
goes into the
whole,
bathroom.
yeah, a
Yeah.
whole bunch of clothes laying all around,
Mm-hmm.
trash, cigarette butts and stuff. Hold up. Then
Oh
she's
my
going into the
God.
bathroom. You see, there's another little corner ducked off that might be like her pantry or her closet. There's a
Yeah, I
whole
saw
bunch
that. It
of
was
clothes and
really
stuff
dark
over
in
there
there.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's beyond. Like, yeah, that's too much.
You see a broom in the corner.
She's clearly not using that broom.
No, she's not.
She's not using that broom, honey. He's not. So that she knows that means that she knows that she needs to clean.
Oh my God. It just trash everywhere. There's trash all in the other corner. There's clothes like spilling out of the closet and on top
Yeah.
of trash. You go to the bathroom, the sink door is open.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like there was a potty. There was some red stuff over there. Um,
Oh,
oh my God.
it's a scary situation. In fact, there is that and been putting Nyla in the midst of all of that turmoil and chaos, you know. But you got time to dox people. You got time to argue all loud and
And
out of.
what I just noticed is in the toilet there's a ring around the toilet. So what does that mean? That means she goes to the bathroom but doesn't flush it right away because that's the only way
Mm,
you get a ring like that around your toilet. You know what I mean?
mm, mm, mm,
I see a
mm,
broom that's not being used. The whole thing just looks absolutely disgusting.
It's too much. It's beyond limits. And I always want to talk about somebody.
Yeah, they said she was sending them kids to school smelling like poop and stuff. So ain't nothing changed with her. Ain't
Yeah, ain't
nothing.
nothing changed. Nothing's changed. Yeah, absolutely.
She's still absolutely disgusting. I don't even think Nyla's in school.
Poor
So,
baby. Poor baby. Oh
mm-mm.
my God. Poor baby. Oh Lord. Uppity girl. No
I don't
ma'am.
trust her. I don't trust her. And
I don't trust her with that baby.
it's sad when you were a young girl and you a little girl and your mama lived like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
she gonna grow up to live like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm. That's
what
all I'm
monkey see,
yes.
monkey do. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
all I'm trying to say. Cause like I said, every Saturday morning, especially on Saturday before we got to do anything, honey, we would have to clean the house. Okay, the number
Me
one
too.
thing, and I'm still paranoid about it to this day, is we had to wash the walls. Okay, we had to wash the walls with a rag, a bucket, and some cleaner in it, and some gloves. Okay, like you was talking about baseboards. In the walls and stuff. I am so OCD about the dang on walls and baseboards because I what I have to do because of what I had to do when I was a child. It's insane. Okay.
That is a Saturday morning ritual.
Yes.
Wake
Yes, it is.
up,
It was for us.
blast music, Blast YouTube if you want to, but you're clean.
That you clean.
You're
Okay.
clean.
Sometime I'm online and I'll be like, y'all ain't close to the phone, so let me talk louder. You know why? Because I'm multitasking. So if I'm whether I'm on YouTube a hour or two or not, I can't do a 5 or 6 hour live because I have to take care of my home. Do you
That's
see what I'm saying?
that is absolutely despicable, bro.
That is horrible.
Despicable.
And how
Like
can you clean it? How can you cook in a nasty kitchen, Seven?
easy.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she had a challenge to do, so she wanted. You know what I mean? Like people are disgusting.
You not worried about foodborne allergies like salmonella and all, and then you cooking like seafood, especially, or you washing your hands? You can get sick and die. Like if you use the bathroom and you don't wash your hands and you cook seafood and you touch that seafood with your hands, it's got the feces or something like that on it, you can die.
So now we all know that nobody should be eating from anybody's house like that, especially hers. Okay.
Mm, mm, mm,
I mean,
mm,
it was
mm, mm.
despicable. And that more people need to shame her about this.
Well, now, I don't know if he's gonna do it or not, but ODS said he was gonna call somebody like on her on Monday, and for whatever reason, he,
Like Diva said the same thing. Like people is on her head right about now. She better get to.
yeah, A- and for whatever reason they do it, they need to do it because you could inadvertently be helping that baby. Like, oh my God,
I don't trust her. It's giving real crackhead. The fact that she's missing her teeth is giving real crackhead. Okay,
yeah,
like
yeah,
and when you dealing with a crackhead, I don't trust crackheads around kids. Okay,
no,
if you
and
have,
drunk. She's a drunk. She clearly is an
they
alcoholic. You
need to,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
they really need to get that baby up out of there, like for
They
real.
really do, and I mean, I can't believe social services is still, allowing her to have custody of her child. To be quite honest with you, because if I was her social worker, I'd have been to snatch that baby. Okay,
Yeah, for real, bro.
that would not even be an issue anymore. She would not have Nyla. Nyla would be in therapeutic foster care immediately. Okay.
Hey, look, I wanted to talk to you real quick before I get off here
Mm-hmm.
about the thing about the Sharika situation, right?
Yes, I want to talk about that too. Go ahead.
I kind of look, y'all can say what y'all want about me, but with the husband reaching out the way that he is,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of giving clout chase.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of giving clout chase.
And then they said it's not even the husband, it's the boyfriend.
Yeah, it's giving clout chase.
Yeah, I can't understand, like, why would the guy, if she is in fact passed away, because I'm still suspect of that. But they say, and it really kind of sounded like that Mika chick, like,
Hmm.
because I was in Deanna's live yesterday, right? And
Right.
people were trying to figure out how it was that somebody called the hospital and got death information, like because of the HIPAA laws, right?
Yeah.
So you can't call a hospital and get that type of information. And then they say that coupled with the fact they say the Mika chick is a doxer. So I'm saying, did you dox a dead lady? A lady allegedly? Because how else would you get there if you didn't get it from calling the hospital? So did you dox her? Like I'm confused. Then you had the Sour Patch saying that uh he sent her all this personal information about Sherika, and she spent 15 plus hours, trying to figure out if she was actually deceased or not. It's giving you docs the dead person, okay? That's what it's giving me, right? And then when it comes to the man contacting all, now see, this is why I'm suspect. I don't care what nobody say about no damn stages of grief, right? Why are you contacting people offline just because
Offline.
you knew she was online, but now she gone? Like, what is that serving? How is that helping or harming you as it pertains to her death?
I mean, if she really has passed away, then the people you need to be contacting is the hospital.
It's her and then her family. Like, okay, so and
But
then they
you
said she
reaching
had
out to
a
certain content creators, you all up under their posts and stuff, asking
hey,
like,
for
no, 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 no,
what?
no. It's giving cloud chase.
Me
It's
too.
giving
Yeah,
cloud chase.
That's how I feel about it too.
And,
Said
and,
like,
and you gotta consider this. Sharika was probably telling him, like, oh, I'm part of this sector and we do this, we do that. He's
mm,
listening, he's keeping a mental note, but he's not really in it. Now that
right,
she's gone, he's all up in her phone and whatnot. And it's like, okay, so now you want to be a part of this.
right.
That's
So
what I'm
you
thinking.
want to shine now, right?
It's very weird.
Yeah, it's very weird to me as well. And I wanted to talk about that today. It must have been online. I can't understand how would have got the info from the yeah, they said that yeah, that whole I called the hospital and got the information, that don't fly for me. I don't believe that.
They don't
Absolutely
they
not.
don't fly for me either because they like you said, that hospital is at risk of getting sued right now.
Right.
If that really happened.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They would not put themselves in that type of situation. Like that is so
Absolutely not.
basic. Like, why would you do that? That don't even sound right to me. Like people really don't be thinking, or either they just don't know. But no, she couldn't have gotten that information just by calling the hospital and asking questions. Like, no, it don't happen that way. Mm-mm. No.
And if you
Mm-mm.
if you her boyfriend, explain to me how she had all this time to be in Discord with Lemon drinking with him.
Mm-hmm. That's true too. And then now you supposed to be upset trying to contact Lemon because you feel like it's Lemon's fault because she started drinking because she was online with him. That don't
You see
make
what
no
I'm
sense.
saying? Like something just don't smell right about it
Yeah.
to me.
And because ultimately, like I said yesterday, and some people might think it's harsh, but we all have to be accountable for ourselves, Seven. And can't nobody barring him reaching through that computer screen and pouring the alcohol down her throat. She chose to do that, especially after she had a liver transplant, allegedly. Because I
Wait,
don't know these people, and
she had a
I'm
liver
just going by what they say. Why would you do that?
she had a liver transplant?
That's what they said.
And she was still up here drinking. Girl, you can't. Mm-mm.
Thank you. After you had a liver transplant with your black self, do you know how hard it is for black people to come up on the donors list?
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
is crazy. Like
That's,
some
that's why
black
the
people
black
don't even.
market. That's why the
Mhm.
black market is booming. That's why
Yes.
you could go to a party and get unalived, and then it stole all your organs. You see
Yep,
what I'm
that's
saying?
right. And then there's a little something called medical apartheid as it pertains to black people. And for her to get a liver transplant, child. Okay.
Crazy.
All right, girl. All right. But anyway, as far as that guy go, I'm suspect about that situation too. I don't the 1 and 2 ain't equal in 3 to me. I don't, it's equal in 10, 11. I don't get that.
Well, I'll tell you what, because I've been hearing a lot of people talking, like trying to discourage like him from interviewing with anybody,
Mm-hmm.
like certain content creators, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I say get his ass up on a panel since he wants to be here. He's reaching out to people
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
really grill him.
Mm-hmm.
What's
And really, exactly. Now I will agree with that, but let me tell you this, right? Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. How many likes do I have? See back TV. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about. While I got you up here, Seven, I'm gonna get your take on it since you up here, right? And thanks for joining me too, by the way, for hitting the link.
yeah.
So Binary says that no. First, let me go back. First, it was the resto guy on to have a conversation with the husband slash boyfriend, right? So the other day, and allegedly, supposedly, Lemon went over there and talked Resto out of having the conversation, not interview. They kept saying that it's not an interview. Well, talked him out of having the conversation with the husband, citing that it's too early for this type of conversation to be going on, right? So yesterday on Ness's panel, the binary code guy gets up there and says that he's wanting to have thank you, C Mac. He's wanting to have a conversation with the husband slash boyfriend, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so they were asking him why, they were asking him, he's got so like he's supposed to be an ex minister or so educated and all this stuff. If you having a conversation with him, or you doing it basically because you want to help him in some kind of way, or are you doing it for personal gain, right? And
Right.
so when I heard that, people gotta, follow the trail, right? When it comes to resto and binary, now this is just my opinion, and I want you to tell me your opinion, right? Honestly, right? When
Mhm.
it comes to binary and resto, I feel like the end game for them is simply to poke at lemon. And the reason why I say that is because that the way that I heard that the Shirka lady was no longer with us was Lemon getting on Binary's channel the other day when Binary was dissecting him, and crying, on the panel, and Risto and Binary was like, oh my God, we knew Sharika online, she was cool with us and all this and all that, right? And we know that they really don't care for Lemon, that much. So I'm thinking, is this really just a long way a version of poking, at Lemon? And then they say that the husband has been trying to contact Lemon or boyfriend, and Lemon won't pick up the phone, which honestly, I don't blame him. Like, what do we have to talk about? But so I'm not going to condemn him for not answering returning the guy's calls. I'm just not. Because I don't know y'all like that for real. Okay, I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking anyway. So do
Yeah.
you think the end game is for them to poke at Lemon?
Um, that's tough because I don't really know them to know where their frame of mind is, if they have
Mm-hmm.
issues with lemon or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what I will say is everybody's trying to get clout over
Yeah,
here.
I agree with
Okay.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody knows that they can run up the numbers
Yeah.
by doing something like that over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's really what it all boils down to. We have Binary, who used to have a morning show over here. It was kind of lit, and for whatever reason, he had to take a step back. He's
Mm-hmm.
probably trying to reclaim that type of energy and, start up his show again. You have
Mm-hmm.
Resto, who claims he has his own money, and you know, but he's always over here too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it's a content type of
Yeah,
situation. I
I
don't even.
absolutely think it's the content. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I would agree. You know what I mean? But like I said, and then we know that Lemon is the quote unquote big dog around here now, right? And also, when I was listening to this yesterday, they were talking about how Binary gave Lemon $330 for his birthday, but Binary said it was a refund for the event that they did. I forget the event. What's the Halloween costume event or the talent show event? But anyway, he said he paid him $280 something, or paid him $200 something, I think, and then $80 something for getting that girl, that Puerto Rican girl on his channel or panel or whatever. And so he gave the money back, to him. It was a refund and not necessarily a birthday thing. Then I'm thinking, okay, so you gave the money back because you knew you want to now come at him. Is that what that was for? They debated that a little bit yesterday. And I'm thinking, okay, so and then you got to realize, what I'm doing is trying to pay attention to the source, right? So when
Right.
it comes to somebody like, I don't really know much about this Resto guy. I don't even really know whatever. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this Binary guy, he comes from that Umar sector, right? Seven.
Yeah.
And so those people over there, they're really small and they're really, really vicious, right? So I was rolling back, red balling back, what is his name, Lemon's video from the other night where Krista, dragged him, whatever, right? She finally spoke up. She was doing it. She was doing
Hey,
that for.
wait, not to cut you off, but wasn't
Mm,
that hilarious when she said he said Sassy looked better than Kristen, and Kristen was like, "Well, you can't see good
yes.
no goddamn way."
Okay. She dragged the hell out of him. Now she got, and then Lemon. Then the next night she was back up on the panel right beside him,
Oh
talking
yeah,
about telling people that this is between me and him. And I'm like, girl, no, it's between all of us. It's between all of us. When you bring it up in front of the YouTube streets, everybody got a right to comment on it. What you mean it's between you and him? You keep hollering this you. Are you delusional or dumb, bitch, or both? It's between everybody. You made it public, right? And
Yeah.
so anyway, but well, as I'm red balling back, a female from the Umar sector, and they have like really did harm to one another online and offline when it comes to that Umar sector. But one of the ladies that was into it really, really bad, if I can remember, with binary was this lady called something Afro Svengali or something like that.
Galia.
Yeah, so she jumps up on Lemon's link to tell him something about some information, about somebody. And I'm like, it's interesting that she's on Lemon's link over there, right? So I'm thinking, well, are they trying to follow Binary and whoever else? And I know what's his name is from over there too. The little fella, Shakim, right?
Yeah.
So are they, or is that type of toxicity trying to leak over into this sector? Like I found it very interesting that she popped up on that link because I didn't think that would be her type of thing, her type of show or whatever. So you're jumping on the link to give this guy some information about somebody's real life. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay.
wow.
So I saw that part. I think I was headed to the gym and I was listening, and
Okay.
I saw when she hopped up on the link, and
Mm-hmm.
they when they said Afro Singali, the only thing I really know about that lady is like how ZX talks about her. He bigs her up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But when she was on the panel, she was pretty much saying like, I have some information for you, and I think because they were trying to accuse Lemon of like messing around with his niece or something like that, or kids or
Mm.
something
Yeah,
like that.
Crystal started that. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was pretty much saying the person who was saying that about you, I have some information on him. So I have no
Mm-hmm.
way of contacting you. That's why I'm up on the link.
Mm-hmm.
So then Lemon gave the screenshot of his IG or something so that she could contact him behind the scenes. But I think that's why she jumped up there. She was pretty much saying, like, I had no way of contacting you, but I wanted to get this information to you.
Right.
And it's still some
Mhm.
messy type ish, to be honest with
Yeah, because
you.
see, the thing is, when they're giving their version of information is people's like actual doxed information. I don't know if Lemon want to go
Yeah,
that far with it.
apparently she's really good at that. Like
Yes, yes,
they said she pulls everything. She can pull
yes.
cop confrontations. She can
Mm-hmm.
pull, all type of stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
like there's some other level stuff. This some stuff that we really don't do over it. They go really, really deep, okay, in a really different type of way. And so I'm thinking, well, does the beef sector really want that injected into itself? Like, do y'all really want that type of stuff over here? Because that's a lot. Like, that's beyond. I hate to say it, but that's beyond VS, right?
Well,
The stuff that,
only time will tell. I mean, we'll see
yeah,
if Lemon even entertains it, or
yeah. I don't think he
decides he wants to
will.
talk about it. Yeah, that don't even seem like something he would do. But yeah, the fact that she jumped up on his panel like that and kind of like derailed the show for a little bit.
Yes, that's what it stuck out to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, this is some other level. Lemon ain't even smart enough to deal with that type of situation. Nor he probably don't even want to. You know
It's
what I mean?
almost like opening Pandora's box. It's like, okay,
Yes, I would thank
we
you.
get that this is what you do in your sector or whatever, but I don't think he
Yeah,
would entertain that.
yeah. We don't. That's too
Yeah.
much. You know what I mean? We already had somebody like that, but you're worse. Like they're worse in a different way. I don't know how to, like you said, opening Pandora's box. That's perfectly said right there, because that's, and I don't even
I
think
mean,
Lemon's on that type
if
of
you want to be
level.
real, I don't even think VS was like that. A lot of the
Yeah, not
information,
not like
I
that.
think a lot
That's
of
on
the
a different
information
level.
that
Yeah,
she got was given to her by somebody else, or she did
yeah,
research on it. But the person who definitely was like that over
yeah,
there was you, you want me to say his name?
yeah, yeah.
Jason.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
Jason
right.
was
But you know what? In a way, she's even deeper than him.
no.
Cause let me tell you something, Seven. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this right here. I used to. I didn't even know the name of the sector that this lady used to be in, but I remember her from when I was in the old black sector. I remember her, and I thought it was a guy actually, because I remember how hard she used to go against Umar Johnson, and like she broke down his like life behind the
Yeah.
scenes and then some. I was like, wow, is this the truth? You know what I mean? Because I really wasn't familiar with doxing on that level. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I used to listen to that lady because she's always been opposed to Umar Johnson. But the way that they broke his life down
Oh,
was like,
that's what
wow,
I'm saying. It's like Pandora's box. See, those people
yeah,
those people will get you swatted. Those people, I mean, those people can cause real life issues for you.
yes,
So
that's what I mean.
I don't
Yes,
know that he's gonna, like I said, I don't think he's even gonna entertain it. So
I hope not, and I don't think he will either because he don't have the patience for all that or
yeah,
the
because like I
mental
said, you
the
felt the
mental.
entire show, but like I said, I understand where she was coming from because she was pretty much
Yeah,
saying like I have no other way to contact you. So
right. And I get it, but the person that brought that up about Lemon and his niece was not a guy. It was
yeah,
Krista. Krista put that
no,
in
but
the
the
air.
point is, other people picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah, of course, other people picked it up, but she mentioned it being. But see, that's why you know what I mean. That's a version of Pandora's box too, because like you said, she said it right, and other people picked it up and ran with it, and they wanted to go deeper with it, and she was being surface level petty with it because he was talking about Mary and talking about the fact, can she walk and all of this and all
Mm.
that, right? So she took it to that level in an effort to, hit him back or whatever. And then other people picked it up and they started going deep with it. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I got 64 likes, y'all. We on the road to 100. But yeah, that's a different type of situation that I don't even think women want to have nothing to do with that right there. But that was interesting. I seen her pop up there right there,
I was shocked too because, like I said, I thought she was strictly like black sector, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and just the point of her coming up there like, hey, I got some information for you. I was like, oh shit, like okay,
Yeah. Yeah. That got me right there. I'm like,
yeah,
what? I had to rewind it. I didn't expect to see that. Not her, not over here.
yeah.
I was like, wow, not the beef sure, but okay. All right. Well, time will tell, but I don't think Lemon is for all that. Like, I don't think that he has the attention span for all that
He
stuff that they
definitely
do.
doesn't. Could you imagine him sitting there reading through a whole bunch of documents? Like,
I cannot.
yeah, he does not.
Yeah.
He's a drunk. So like
Okay.
his
Child.
stuff is
But did you see Krista get right back up there the night before that? After she did all the dragging, right?
yeah.
In the morning she did the drag, call herself dragging me and Brooke and her husband and a whole lot of people. She was right back up there, right beside him on the panel that afternoon.
I
I
mean,
was like,
yeah,
bitch.
that's kind of what she does. Like
And then he let her sit up there. And he really didn't jab her back like he was acting like he was. But no, nigga, no, you didn't. She dragged the freak out of you.
okay, so let's talk about something because he has this whole thing called him and Tracy Take America, right?
Girl.
Y'all not taking America if y'all gonna meet up in one city. So you know what I
Girl.
mean? Take America
Girl.
means you hitting multiple cities, multiple states. Like yeah, if y'all ain't going on like some tour, like y'all not. It's. I just thought that was crazy. Like, oh, we're gonna take America. No, you're gonna take California, Oakland.
See, I
Yeah.
mean, 7. I don't even think they're gonna take California, baby. Now, time will tell, right? But remember this, 7. I think that the closer it comes to next year, whenever it is that they're going to meet, Lemon is going to manufacture some beef with Tracy so that he won't have to actually meet her. Now, that's what I think. Like he did this fake lemoncation thing. I knew that was never going to come to fruition. Okay. And I don't think that him meeting up with Tracy is going to come to fruition either. But time will tell. I'm not psychic, but we go
Well,
see.
there's a couple of theories out here, and that's one of them. Another theory is that he will meet Tracy because
Mm-hmm.
he knows that Tracy will lie for him.
That's a
That's
good point.
yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But if people are thinking that anything intimate is going to happen, I'm thinking, no.
No, but they will come on here and lie and run a play talking about, oh yeah, he did this, and oh my god, it's so big, and yeah, I
Yeah,
that.
because we know that Tracy will travel for Deke. We do know that. That's been established. So that could possibly happen. So I feel you. I feel you.
um, but see, here's the thing. Okay, but see, another part of me is like, I don't know that he wants to do something like that. You want to bring her
Hmm.
to your hometown.
Right. Hmm.
She's gonna have her own hotel, which I'm sure he's gonna he's gonna have pretty far away from his home. Okay,
Hmm.
he has to pick her up in the car. Well, I mean, what are they gonna be doing? Like, are there any activities? Is there an itinerary?
Hmm.
Like, what?
I heard him saying something that he want to have her in a really nice hotel, and with a jacuzzi or a swimming pool or something, cause she like water. I heard that. As far as anything else, I haven't heard him say any other type of itinerary events, but he could have, and I just didn't hear it.
Someone, Barbara Warren said Tracy will not lie for Lemon. Well, she already has. Wasn't she up
Okay,
there
well,
talking about she got a dick peen?
yeah, and she said it was smiling at her.
Yeah. And
I
come to
ain't never
find out
gonna
it
forget
wasn't
that.
true. Okay.
Child.
Yeah.
I ain't never. And then I would never forget. She said it was smiling at her because I was trying to figure out like what you mean by that. I wasn't even
Didn't
being
she
funny.
say
I'm
it
like,
winked at her or something like that?
yeah, it's. She said it smiled at her. I'm like, what you mean? Like what? And I was wanting to break it down. I didn't understand.
Yeah. But see, I'm telling. But see, here's the thing. He's upset and he's pressed about Krista not showing up, right?
Hmm.
And it's like Krista doesn't want to engage with you physically and have you see
Yes.
her because obviously there is something she is hiding from you. Okay.
Yes. 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 Clearly.
She
That's why she said no. She said no immediately. It wasn't even no debate.
okay.
It wasn't even no. I'm a wait and see what's gonna happen. He probably gonna sabotage it anyway. So
It
I'm gonna
has
say
nothing
yeah.
to do with Lemon. It has nothing to
Right.
do with Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
She likes being online where it's safe. She cannot risk
Yes.
coming out there and people
Mm-hmm.
taking pictures of her or her
Mm-hmm.
food or the fact that she
Exactly.
can or cannot
But
walk.
you
She
know
can't
what's entertaining, Seven? I'm glad you said that because if you were willing to go on a trip with landlord, why wouldn't you be willing to go on a trip with your baby, with your online baby?
I don't think she was willing to go on a trip with landlord.
Don't either. I don't either.
I think
Mm-mm.
that was a conversation that came up, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe that she was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll give you 75." But I mean, what trip cost $75? But okay.
What trip? I was trying to figure. I'm thinking $75. I can spend that on food for the kids, cheap food.
But okay, so she was willing to do that, and she was like, "Okay, I got $75. I can give you blah 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 blah." But I think at some point she was going to sabotage it. If like let's say this
Yes.
trip was
Yes.
actually real,
Absolutely.
she
Yes.
was
I can
going to
agree with that.
sabotage it and not show up. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So,
That's why she even changed her phone number. I heard her say that.
oh really?
Yeah, she even said she
Now wait
changed
a
her
minute.
phone number so that
Hey,
he couldn't be in communication with her. I heard it,
Olivia,
Seven.
didn't I
Mm.
tell you about those party line games? How you
Yep, you
think you
said
know
that.
a
Yes,
chick, and then
absolutely.
the next thing you know, the numbers disconnected. Didn't I tell you
Yep,
that?
you
Yeah,
said that. But listen to this, Seven. Let me answer this. Alana Spirit said, "Why would you say Tracy will travel for Deke? Really? I mean, yeah, really. We've seen it. She ain't kept it no secret.
well, yeah.
She traveled for
First of all,
she
Tracy
traveled
is
for the Mustard Man, and then she brought then she did another Tracycation. It what they call it, a deep, what did she call it, a deepcation or coochiecation or something like that.
oh, with Noble, right?
And well, then the noble traveled to where she lived with the dirty clothes and all of this. Now that's when they met Jay
But
Wilson.
she
So,
traveled to where he was too.
so she will travel for Deke. Is it a lie? It's not a lie. Alana,
No,
we've seen it.
it's definitely not a lie. And let me just put y'all up on game. When you're dealing with any type of female Sagittarius, they absolutely will travel for deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, look at Lady Snoop.
Exactly, child. And then Alana says, if he paying for a trip, why not go? Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Don't want lemon, and this is no. Okay, so I don't see nothing wrong with him paying for it. and she going, okay, cool. But it's the fact that in the past, Alana, she has traveled for Deke on her own dime. Like when she went to see the mustard man. What is his name? The drunk guy. I can't even think of his name.
Alana, is that you, Tracy girl?
I mean, that was a whole issue. So, but of course, she gonna travel if somebody paying for it. Okay, why not? But she done spent her own dime trying to go travel for Deke and the man with a
No,
nasty Super 8
nobody
hotel.
nobody is saying that she's a bad person for traveling.
Right? No,
Yeah,
huh?
nobody's saying that. We're just saying
No.
she
Hey,
will
Reed.
travel for it. And I mean, hell, I don't have a problem with it. You're an older
I don't.
woman. You don't have any
She in
kids.
her 50s. She can travel for Deke
Yeah,
if she wants. She
she
ain't
can
married.
travel for it. And y'all need to stop making it seem like it's a bad thing. Like
No, that was not even my intention. I'm just saying she will travel for Deke. I didn't say it was
I would
good. It
like
was
to
bad.
see her get flown out more, but she
Yeah.
paid, like you said, she paid for her own, so she
Oh,
get up out there. She see what it is, so it is what it is.
right. Yeah, no, I ain't trying to condemn her or nothing. I mean, that's on her. And what she do. It was just it's the truth. We seen it. But Seven, what was the name of the mustard man? Do I can't think of his name?
That's Rob Rax. Remember?
Yes, yes. Oh
Now
my God, the
let me
drunk
tell
guy.
you
Hmm.
something, and I
Hmm.
promise you, in beef sector history, that was the greatest thing I had ever seen.
Oh my God, that was such a disaster.
That will
Train.
go
Oh,
down in beef sector history. That is top
oh,
five.
oh God.
Top
Yeah,
five.
Barbara.
That
I'm
fool
not
went
having a
to
problem if they
jail.
married or not. Wait a minute, let me finish this. I'm sorry, Seven, but they trying to make a problem where there is none. She said none of them were married, right? Right. From what I understand, no, I'm not condemning her for flying out to see Dick. I simply said she will travel for Deke. I didn't say if they were married. Single people can do what they want. Tracy in her 50s. I wasn't condemning her, but I was just simply stating a fact, right? And so if Lemon is paying for her and she ain't got to pay for it her own self, but she's still flying out for it, he ain't flying into her, she flying to him. Okay? So
Seven,
for
don't
whatever reason.
even, Olivia, don't even listen to that.
Yeah, I'm done now,
That's
but
an
don't be trying to make
agitator.
it seem
Yeah,
like it's something that it's
you under
not.
here trying to be an agitator. Like I said, you're a troll. You have issues. Either you're the content creator or you somebody else. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is, yeah, Tracy definitely will travel for Deke.
Yeah.
Uh, that is not up for discussion.
Thank
Okay,
you.
at all. That is
Goodness.
not up for discussion.
Girl.
So anyway, um, what else? What else did you have in your title as far as
That the binary thing with the conversation with the boyfriend slash husband and Sharika, and then I was talking about Ness's live yesterday, and then I also wanted to talk about I didn't put it in the title, but you hit the link, and I was still going to talk about the uppity situation, with the home and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to mention about Ness's live is that she really I think that the now she blacked out on Krista yesterday too. I don't know if you heard it or not, but thank God for Ron P and his timestamps. Baby, when I said she blacked out on Krista, but Krista, why you got that Ronald McDonald get up on? Girl, you got that. Did you see her wig?
What with Krista?
The orange the burgundy wig. Have you seen that picture of her with?
I did not.
Girl,
I
go look at it, Seven. Go look at her channel. Go look at her page.
well look, I can imagine,
She
but
got this Ronald McDonald colored wig on with that red lipstick with them big teeth, with that baby powder all on her chest and her dang on face, making her look white like a clown. I'm thinking, girl, like you really digging into this troll thing, right? And I'm like, wow, was that on purpose?
I hate being mean to Krista, but
I
here's
don't
the
want to be mean to her either. I'm just saying, but she started with me.
I think when it comes to Krista, I think one, her funds are limited, right?
Mm.
Probably cannot afford a $200 human wig. That's number one.
No, 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 Seven. That's not that wig that she had. She could have gotten in a different color, and she could have not put that baby powder on her face and those red lips with those big old teeth. Like,
The second thing I wanted to say was, so yeah, her funds are limited, and then number two, she's kind of she kind of lacks self-awareness when it comes to what looks good and what doesn't, right?
Mm. I think she know what she doing. But I also talked after we after we had that conversation the other day, and she called herself dragging me. I had to mention the fact that I agree with your question that could she be a little person. I called her a midget. You called her a little person.
Oh my god.
But because she up on that camera so close, she looked like a midget, especially with that dang on big old face and those big old teeth. And I'm
It
like,
has
girl,
it has been widely speculated that she could be a little person.
she looked like it.
Now, I think she says she's like 5'1" or 5'2", right?
I think she's shorter than that. I'm 5'3".
Mm.
She got to be shorter than that. I'm not lying to you. I really would. I don't. No, I think she's a little person. I agree with you. I do. I think she's a midget. You know how those little people, they when they walk, they waddle back and forth and stuff. You got the midget walk and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Couple that with her seeming like she in person could be like a serial stalker or something. So in my mind now, and then she went and put a red wig on, and I am very visual now. I envision her being like a little Chucky doll running
Hmm.
around with a sharp object and trying to slash your legs or something. So I know Lemon better be glad she don't want to come visit him, child, and she on the other side of the country. Oh Lord! And what if she ain't? And what if she can walk and she can run? The little midget run, and she got that knife in her hand with that orange wig. Girl,
I'm just saying for some women in like her predicament, I think what satisfies her is like the attention, right?
Hey, Shy Kim.
She can get attention from him, she can come on YouTube, she could get attention. I don't think she really wants much, you know what I mean? So
Right, she want the attention, bad or good. But did you hear her dragging the dead people?
when
She dragged in her epic drag the other day on her channel when I was included. She dragged the alleged dead Sharika as well as royalty. I'm thinking, okay, Sharika was over there with Lemon, and you might have felt the way about that. But why you drag royalty? She wasn't a lemonette. What was that for? And she said she did it because of the way that people was talking about her dead friend Mary. And I'm like, huh?
yeah, well, look, they did drag her friend. Well, they really dragged her in regards to her friend.
Yeah, they dragged her.
Yeah, they dragged her real bad. So
And I still think she got bones in the basement. So, girl, what are you saying?
I don't know. I've changed a lot, but once upon a time, I had to come on here and drag Lady P after her death.
And I get it. Like, I
you
get it.
know,
Right. And I
like
remember that. I mean, this ain't nothing new, but
yeah,
God dang, Seven, you can't. Okay, like, look. Okay, like, see.
what?
Now, this subject be activating my petty. I'm truly, oh my God, I cannot. But look, okay, so we know that let's take it back to the Lady P situation, right?
Yeah,
Lady P was very violent and different, okay?
yeah.
And she did follow Brianna, and
Oh
it
my
freaked
god,
Brianna out to the point to where she actually moved out of her apartment with
with
her,
pictures and everything.
with her situation, right?
Yeah,
And so, but it was still like a old B sector type of situation, right?
yeah.
So, but what Krista did was kind of different. It was kind of disgusting because it was like unprovoked. Like these days, like the old day beef sector, them beefs was organic, honey, and they
No,
was to the death. They was for
I
real.
understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, if it was unprovoked, it was like, girl, why?
Yeah, I mean, and then like I said, even when it comes to Tarika person, all right, at least she was over there with Lemon, but royalty wasn't over there, and they say that girl been passed away since January. So, what
Who,
was the?
royalty?
Yes, that's what they say. Yeah,
Oh.
they say she been, but honey, death don't have no age on it. People need to be careful digging graves for people,
But
right?
let me just say this. If she's been gone since January, that timeline makes more sense to me that we're just
Mm-hmm.
now finding out about it now, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because who's gonna just go online and see that she was on YouTube and start telling everybody. Like, no, people go through a grieving process, right?
Yeah.
And that is why the Sharika situation with her boyfriend or whoever he
Yes.
is reaching out
Mhm.
the way that he is, and supposedly she just passed. That's
Mhm.
what's making me think like,
Mhm.
okay, something's up. Something really
Mhm.
weird is up
Thank
with
you.
that.
I feel the same way. I feel it's extra. It's like a lot. I can't believe it. Like
Yeah,
I done
like
seen
you,
Sansa Ray fake her death. We done seen Mona Simone fake her death. Like it's making me jaded a little bit to the situation.
yeah.
So, but when it comes to royalty, and then ODS had been asking about her. You know what I mean? And for her to have passed in January, and then him just now really like trying to seriously find out what happened, and now people found out, it's different. You know what I
Now,
mean? It
yeah,
hit
now you're
different.
trying to incorporate because I mean, I'm gonna take it there. Sharika could be under a whole nother troll page
Exactly. I don't even mean no harm to her,
watching
but
all of this shit go down.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I don't. And then the boyfriend coming out, and he want
Now he want to
to
come
get
out.
some
He want to talk, and
time.
he want to find out what's
Exactly.
going on with Lemon. Like, what does it matter? Lemon's not there. Lemon wasn't effing on her. You know,
And
Lemon.
she still allegedly is dead. Okay,
You feel
so
me?
a conversation about what? She
It's
dead.
it's
I mean,
very suspect.
yeah,
Very
it's suspect to me, and I can't shake the feeling that it's suspect. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And
Yeah, if
so,
you
but
have a
yeah.
gut feeling like that, yeah, you definitely need to listen to it because, like I said, the royalty situation and all of that makes sense. And then
Mm-hmm.
ODS is hitting her up like, "Hey, where are you?" She's not getting
Yeah.
back to him. He don't
Yeah.
know that that lady has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it took him this long to find out.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
so, yeah.
you got Sharika over there and her boyfriend, and
Mm-hmm.
he's reaching out. He's under people's videos in the comment
Mm-hmm.
section, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, what's your goal?
And she ain't even allegedly in the ground yet, Seven. Okay.
Are you trying to get money? Is that what
Exactly.
that is?
Exactly.
That's what I'm thinking. Are you trying to get some type of money? Do you want somebody to post your cash app up for the interview? Like that's what I'm looking at.
Because they said that they were saying that she needs money to get her for the funeral, or to get her body cremated, or get the body
Like
back
hell,
home, or
they will cremate. Yeah, they will cremate it for you. So that's a lie.
child. So it's just all suspect to me too. I don't. Like I said, Sansa Ray, when she faked her death, she went so far as
Somebody
to.
saying, "Isn't Sharika obituary up?" You can fake an obituary. I faked the
You
whole
sure can. Sansa
pregnancy.
Ray did. That's what I was getting ready to say, Seven. She faked her obituary. She even had you know how you had the RIP with the angel wings on the back and
Mhm.
all of she had all of that
Yeah,
on her channel.
you can print one of them up in Photoshop right now.
Child.
So
Okay, I seen it. She had one. She had it done. She did it. She did it bigger than Mona Simone, and I think that's what Mona got the idea from. But she did it bigger. Her lie lasted for over a month. Okay.
now, if she has passed away, rest in peace to that poor lady, right?
Absolutely. My condolences. Yeah.
But the whole thing just sounds very fishy.
Like I said, I didn't heard it all before, Seven. I didn't seen it.
Yeah.
So and the way that it came out, I mean, like I've always stood on the fact that I really am suspect about it. So it's just how I feel. It's just my opinion, child. But like you said, rest in peace if she has been laid to rest. But all of this controversy and the dead people's relatives wanting to get online, it's weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, now you're so upset and you're grieving everything. You want to be online talking to people, but you wasn't. I mean, you didn't marry her while you was here, so what the fuck?
Exactly. What
I'm
what
sorry,
what,
I had
what you
to
trying
say
to
it.
get clout for now? Like I'm
Like,
confused.
yeah, you didn't make an honest woman out of her while she was here
And like nigga, how dare you? Like, and who the fuck are you?
with her busted liver. The hell,
Child.
busted
Oof.
up liver, and then you get a new one and you want to drink? No, 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 no.
That's what I said
Hey, remember
yesterday.
Selena Gomez? There's a thing about Selena Gomez getting a liver transplant from her homegirl, and then they fell out, and then
Mm-hmm.
Selena Gomez was out there drinking. And
The
when I
the
tell
kid, it
you,
was the kidney. Mm-hmm.
a kidney. They
Mm-hmm.
tore her ass up. We ain't
So
seen
did.
her with another drink after that. They tore her up
They
online.
sure she had to get her shit together.
Yeah.
She sure did. Cause her what do you call her career was going down the drain for a little quick minute there.
Yeah.
Cause they was on her, honey. They sure
They
were.
was on her hard, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
And
you're
then she's
right
not
about
cool.
that.
And then how you not cool with the person who gave you a liver? Like y'all,
Mm-hmm.
I mean a kidney, yeah, just crazy. But
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that. A busted liver. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better.
I
Um,
am too, but child the petty be coming out. I can't help it. This is what it is.
someone said, I don't believe the liver transplant story. Do people know how long and how hard it takes to get an organ transplant?
That's what
That's
I
what
said.
Olivia was
Especially
saying.
if you black.
That's what Olivia was saying.
Mm. Especially if you black. And she got a whole liver transplant, child. And you gonna drink again after you went through all of that? Girl, please.
Do you remember DJ Star?
I don't think so.
Well, DJ Star, he's actually someone who I really really respect.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Star and him and Tasha K. But before the whole Tasha K situation, like I was really up under him. He had to get, I think, either a liver transplant or a kidney transplant. I think it was a liver transplant. But he was on the radio back then. I think he had to pay like 250,000
Oh wow.
to get upped on that list to get
Oh
his.
wow. I can believe it.
So you feel me? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Organs is a big market. We all know that.
Yeah, people are stealing them. You
Mm-hmm.
supposedly there was this. Okay, this is something that I heard. I haven't really fact checked it to see if it was true. But
Mm-hmm.
a little 12-year-old boy, he had just moved in with his parents, right, in an
Mm-hmm.
apartment building. So some people come up to the building, or they come up to the apartment, and they're like, "Hey, we're having a birthday party for my 14-year-old son, and we're gonna be downstairs, and yeah, tell him to come through." So the mom lets the little boy go to the apartment complex. I think it was at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were upstairs, they were downstairs. So you hear loud music, you hear all this stuff, right? So he's in the apartment complex. So I think the father ended up coming home. So he was like, "Hey, where's my son?" So they was like, "Oh, he's at the party downstairs." So she went to go knock on the door. You hear a whole bunch of loud music and stuff, but nothing, right? Like nobody came to the door. So she was like, "Oh, nobody came to the door." So after a while, they went back banging on the door. Nobody's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting a little frantic, like, "No, no, no, where's my son? That don't even make sense."
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, somehow, some way, they call the police, fire department, all of that. They bust through the door. The house is completely empty.
Oh
Okay?
wow. Oh wow.
House is completely empty. Music is still bumping. They looking around. They cannot find the little boy. They go to the bathroom. They find the little boy in there, unalive. They had stolen all of his organs.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. I believe it.
Mm.
I believe it. Like that little fella, what was his name? It was a big thing. He was in high school and they found his body rolled up in the mat in the gym.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about, and now
Yeah.
and I think that's still an on, or they're trying to make it an ongoing case. Like they mad about that.
Yeah, his
They found
family.
his, and they he had like tissue and stuff where
Yes.
his organs should be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where his organs were supposed it was stuffed, his body was stuffed with newspaper.
yeah, with newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't think of his name right now, but something like they would snatch you off the street. And there is a reason why so many thousands of black people go missing in this country every year. Do you see what I'm saying? There is a reason for that because we know that when it comes to black people, our organs can be, given to any other race or ethnicity of people.
Yeah, That's why a
And
lot
that
of
is,
black people are coming up and saying that, and
yeah,
that's what they're saying with the sex trafficking, pretty much. Like
yes,
they take those
mm-hmm,
girls, they pimp them out, and when
yeah,
they hit like a certain age, like 18, 19, like pretty
mm-hmm,
much when they get too old to do what they do, they,
mm-hmm,
unalive them, and then they
yeah,
take all their organs and sell it that
yeah.
way. Like
And do you know
they
that your female system, your ovaries and whatnot can be
pull them too.
harvested
Hmm.
and then put into another woman so that she can have a baby.
They even say that damn, what was I gonna say? Some people are born into it. Like, like
Yeah.
unwanted babies are
Yes.
born into it, and
Yes.
their sole purpose is to be bred
To,
for
to
organ
have the, yeah,
harvesting.
I've heard it with the Chinese or the Asians.
Yeah.
They
They
would
keep
have a
them
second
chained up.
child.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
keep them chained up, and then like when they turn like 12, 13, 14, that's when they harvest their organs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've heard stories about well, I heard a story about a Asian couple. One time they child needed an organ or something, so they had another child in order for that second child's organs to be harvested so that they could put that organ into their first child that they were trying to save.
Yeah. Well, there was a movie about that. Remember? I think Cameron Diaz was in it. Cameron Diaz was in
Mm.
it, and it was a movie about them having a second child, but
Mm-hmm.
that child was basically to like harvest like I can't remember exactly what it was, bone
Mm-hmm.
marrow or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the child ended up going to court. I think she was like 9 or 10. She
Mm.
ended up going to court and beating them, saying she didn't want to go through with the bone marrow testing and all of that because it hurt her so much.
Oh
And
God.
she was able to win, but they had her solely for that purpose.
For that purpose, solely for
Isn't
that
that
purpose. That's
crazy?
cold blooded.
Yeah, it was a movie with Cameron Diaz in it. If y'all want to check
Mm.
it out.
Damn. Kendrick Johnson, that was that little fella's name. Thank you, Bird Bird. Kendrick Johnson, the one rolled up in the mat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's all that going. Y'all got to be careful. But the thousands of black people come up this and snatched up off the street, like Seven said, for sex trafficking or organ
You were
harvesting.
right. It was bone marrow. And what happened was they had a daughter, an older daughter, who was having like complications or whatever, and she needed the
Mm-hmm.
transplant. So they had the younger daughter to help the older daughter, but then the
Yes.
younger daughter was like, I ain't trying to do all of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she
Oh my
lawyered up.
God.
Yeah.
Child. People is crazy. You got to watch. You got to be careful, okay? And then you got all this stuff going on with, and then you got to pay attention because we have another thing that's going on in this world is when you got these small what they call it, illegal immigrant children, and they
Yeah.
go in these facilities and then they come up missing. You know what I mean? You have to ask
Oh,
yourself, hey,
really quick, hold on to that thought. Hold on to that
mhm,
thought. Someone said never put an donor on your ID. That is so true
yeah,
because the way they hacked the DMV system
hmm,
and they look to see who was a donor and who was not.
that's true.
Who's going to donate, and then they come and they get you
Hmm.
like that. So I never put that type of stuff on my ID.
Me either.
I never
Mm-mm,
say yes. I want to. No, absolutely not.
mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't want to be a victim.
How
You
they
right
track.
about that, Seven. Yep,
Mhm.
that's how they track you.
Okay,
Yep,
go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
track your organs and everything,
Yeah.
child. You right about that. Mm-mm, I would never do that. Mm-mm. I would never advise it either. What was I was going to say? Oh, yeah, about the these little where are these small children going right after they're separated from their parents, right? So you remember back when they was putting the parents in one facility and the children in the other
Yeah, I
facility,
with that.
and yeah, that don't sound right to me. Not without the crazy stuff that going on in this world as it pertains to trafficking and stuff like that. So that makes me think that, I mean, could there be an undercurrent or something like that going on, and would we ever know? I heard, I seen a report about one facility, the guy that was in the facility with the small children, he was assaulting those children.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so I'm like, oh
Oh,
my
I believe
God.
it. Um,
Yeah, I believe it too.
they said,
Yeah,
well, I'm not even gonna put this out there. I don't even want this to be in y'all spirits. But yeah, that's horrible. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But I wouldn't be
A lot
surprised.
of okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I know. I can only imagine. Yeah, absolutely. You can't put nothing past nobody. These people are devils. And let me tell you something. Some people don't realize that. And I'm not trying to turn this into a spiritual conversation, but the reason why uh sometimes and I believe these stories you hear about these Satanists and stuff like that,
Mhm.
sacrificing these small children. There's a reason why. It's because the younger the child, the purer the soul, the purer the essence, right? And so some of them believe, and you can look at us, some of these Satanists and stuff like that believe if you're sacrificing these children, these babies and stuff like that, your sacrifice is stronger, right? What it is that you're trying to get from this sacrifice, will have a greater impact with the smaller the soul, the more pure the soul. And so you got to factor into some of this stuff. Why are these children coming up
Not
missing?
only that, but as far as like SA is concerned, they said that there's something in the anal cavity of a young pubescent boy
Oh
that
my
they can
God.
access through, like,
Oh,
fear and pain, that
oh,
helps them harvest like their energy.
I believe.
Yeah,
I believe.
I haven't
You
done
know,
much.
the Bible even kind of speaks about that because they say a boy for a harlot, something like that, and a woman and a woman for like a keg of wine or something like
Mhm.
that. Like the boy is more valuable when it comes to the situation than the woman
Yeah.
is. The
Yeah, no,
male is.
he
So
is,
yeah,
and that's why the Romans were so like on that. You know what I mean?
yes, absolutely.
I forgot what his name was, but pretty much he ended up, unaliving his wife, and this was back in Roman times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
You talking about ooh,
you know who I'm
I know
talking about?
exactly who you talking. Yeah, the warrior. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a
his
warrior. He unalived his
hmm
wife, and then he ended up finding a boy,
yeah.
like,
It's a boy for a harlot and a girl for a keg of wine or something like it's saying about. But even references that.
yeah.
So yeah, you're right about that. But you're talking about. Oh my
And
God, they did so
the
many movies
boy,
about him. One of those movies, Angela,
yeah,
what's her name?
resembled his wife, so he would put makeup and stuff on the little boy. He
Yes.
ended up marrying the little boy.
Ain't
Yeah.
this it? Yeah, but them women was heavy. They would
Oh,
rather
it was
they
heavy.
only use their wives for breeding.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean? But they got their pleasure from another, a male.
They loiter our kids with ice cream trucks and stuff. Yeah, I know. Like where I grew up, I was in Baldwin Hills, right?
Hmm.
They petition, and I thought at the time they were just like real stuck up and snooty because I was like a middle class type of neighborhood or whatever.
Hmm.
But they petitioned to where the ice cream truck couldn't even come up there.
Hmm.
They petitioned, like, and
Shoot, your kid, one of your kids might go missing. You know?
yeah, ice cream trucks were not
Mm.
allowed up there. So
That creepy music. Oh my God.
yeah,
You right about this, Seven. That's why I don't like those. I never liked those vans. I was talking about those 70 vans and stuff.
like
You know what I'm
Astro
talking about?
vans and stuff like
Yeah, those weird vans with one window in the back of it or something like that. That just creeped me out.
I mean, even now when I see like certain vans and stuff, I'm always wondering like if this is like a sex trafficking van. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially with the
there was
windows
one
blacked
story.
out and stuff. Yeah.
There was a story I seen on the news where a lady, a girl, a young woman, she was about 18 or 19, something like that. She was in Walmart, right? And she said that she got away, but she felt like it was a guy in a van, and she felt like he was, following her out through the Walmart. and which it turns out that he was, because he parked right beside her. And when she went to, put her stuff in the car and tried to get in her car and go, he tried to snatch her up and put her in that van. But she was fighting so hard and screaming so loud, and people eventually came out, and then he threw her to the ground and got away. But had she not been doing all that, and had people not, came out and noticed what was going on, she would have been in that van, gone.
Yeah, no, I mean,
like without a
let
trace.
me just say, this whole thing is like the sex trafficking thing is very horrific, because a lot of those people are 12, 13, 14-year-old little girls who they just found outside playing or walking with their friends or something, got snatched off the street, and now they are stuck in a life of this type of situation. And then when they get older, they don't get released. They get unalive. Okay, if they have babies, their babies get sold. You know what I mean? Oh, she didn't click herself out. But okay, so they were talking about hotel rooms, right? And they was like, okay, in a hotel room, you have to check to make sure that there's not like a narrow passageway through the closet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Always check to make sure that in a hotel room there's not any type of extra door or narrow, because they said in some hotels they will come in, they will abduct you, they will abduct the kids, and they will snatch you out through those narrow passageways.
My God.
Yeah, it's trippy out here.
Oh
it's
my God.
Trippy. And then one more thing, they have a solution now that they put like on your car handle. You know what I'm talking about? And if you touch it, you could pass out, and they snatch you up like that too.
Yes, I've heard of this. I know what you're talking about.
So they tell you to get a piece of tissue when you go reach for your car handle, or any doors and stuff, and do it like that, because I don't know what it's called.
It'll knock you out.
Knock you clean out, or you start feeling dizzy, and people in Atlanta have been saying that.
Yeah, it'll make them easier for to snatch you up. I heard about that. I sure did. And they said that I dropped the link, Stunner, and they was saying something about sometime in a potential abductee, they will put like some crazy glue or something like it in your in your door, where you need to put your key and all of this and all that.
Yeah.
They'll try to glue that up so that you can't get your key in there, and just long enough so they can snatch you up and throw you in that van or whatever.
That is crazy.
Yes, but that's how crazy.
You see, they're not looking for nobody like me because I'm older, but the idea that that's happening to like young girls, like they said, like Virginia got like a ton of kids missing. They go to these rural areas and they snatch these kids up too. Pennsylvania, like all of that.
I heard a story last year of a little girl. She was 12 years old, a little blonde-headed 12-year-old girl. She was waiting for the bus stop, and she was there by herself. And a man came by and tried to snatch her up and get her in the car. And the bus stop was like, in a neighborhood, of course. But she was screaming so loud that the people start coming outside. And because the people start coming outside, the abductor got scared away. You know what I mean? Yes, and that's the only reason why that baby didn't get snatched up and put in that car, child. She was 12 years old.
Oh, no, there was a young girl, and I think she was 12 too, and she was going home, and she said her mother worked like the swing shift, so her mom normally wasn't home. However, her mom was home that day because she was feeling sick. So she went to put her key in the door because she's a latchkey kid, right? She went to put her key in the door, and the mom opened up the door, and I think she was out there with the screen door, and she was like, "Hey," and she was like, "What are you doing here?" She was like, "I didn't feel good," and she turned around and she said, "Who is that behind you?" There was a man behind her waiting to push her in the door and snatch her up.
Oh my God!
Her mother was there. He ducked. He ran off. Yeah.
Oh my God!
She didn't even know the man was following her.
Oh my God! That is crazy, girl. Look, Stunner, is that you?
That's me. Good morning, Mr. Liberty.
How you doing? Yeah, but it's really scary in this world, especially when it comes to your kids. You can be in a store, honey, and turn around. If you ain't got a hold of your kids, your baby will be gone forever. Vanish without a trace. I be real paranoid about that. Real paranoid about it. So, child, you right about that. Those 7. I thought I took this down. But yeah, gotta be careful. You gotta, y'all. You can't even teach. You can't even. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
It's not even safe anymore to let your
It's
kids.
scary because there's a lot of like nonverbal autistic kids out here too.
Yes.
Victimized. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's this little boy in Tennessee. He was like maybe 14 or 15 years old. He might be maybe 14 or 15 now. But I think he was 11 or 12 when he was abducted. And they are even searching for this boy. And the other day they did an update, on this little boy. They don't even think that they think that he was abducted, right? And maybe trafficked in some kind of way. And so they are the TBI is still an open investigation, of course, but they keep getting leads about the little boy, and he was autistic, and I'm like, oh my God. You can't even let your kids play in the yard by themselves no more. Man, we used to go out in the morning and stay gone all day and come home when the street lights come on, right? We used to have to worry about stuff like that. But these days, you better not let your babies out of your sight. You might never see them again.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's crazy. What's going on, Stoner? How you been doing?
I complain, I try to stay out the way, but every now and then, I got to give my opinion.
Okay.
I don't want to be rude. Hey, Seven, I do want to speak because I do kind of remember her from way, way, way back then.
Oh, yeah.
This is another full circle moment, but I'm not going to give a history lesson. Oh, yeah, because I never, ever, like, she always had completely night and day perspectives as me. I don't think I ever agreed with anything, but it's never been beef. This is the lovely thing about us being black journalists. We can agree to disagree. There's going to have to be a collection of people, though, that get a little fearless with the commentary, particularly as it relates to SC. I don't want to say the name. Because, right?
Oh, it's the Sheriff of Chicago?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So, and I just want to offer a different perspective. I don't want to speak for her significant other in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not going to speak on her in no way, shape, form, or fashion because I didn't know her. And I also don't want to pin anything that happened to her on any content creator from the sector because I feel like that's a super, super low blow. I mean, at the end of the day, anybody's relationship was virtual. So I just kind of want to start by saying that because,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just being a Chicagoan, if you have homosexual male, but I mean, I've had,
your sound is kind of choppy, Stunner. Your sound is kind of choppy, baby. Ooh, I can't hear you at all now.
So
you're totally bugging now.
I'm gonna drop down and come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop down and come back.
I can hear you now. I don't know what you did, but I can hear you now.
Okay, so I'm gonna be short with it. What I'm saying is if that was her soulmate, he probably want to speak for her. I don't think he's chasing clout. I think he's seen what was going on during her last days, and he really just want to drop like a cautionary tale. But I think the people are so scared to look in the mirror and say, I'm in a cult, and now I'm desensitized to everything. Like, they don't want to have the conversation. And I think that it's a shame that people aren't having a conversation because you simply can black him out. Everybody else that tells the truth in the sector get blacked out. So black him out and let him know, look, this will go down here. They said that he already said that he didn't click the link because we know how we are. Now, I'm not saying that every, I guess, hypothesis that you guys first said may or may not be true. In Chicago, they chase clout behind anything. So he could very well, I'm not putting nothing past nobody, but my instincts tells me that he's just trying to speak for his soulmate. Because it's the same thing that happened with the girl that got unalived on 22nd Street over there in Cermak. The family is now speaking, and so the details are becoming more clear. And we're just from a different city. I don't know what it means to come from a fake city, because in my neighborhood, it's just too real to be playing around. I just think he wants to give her a voice and give the sector kind of like a cautionary tale when it comes to just going along to get along. Because at the end of the day, going along to get along can be fatal. And it is imperative, it's almost um shit, self-preservation to have your own mind and look at the worldview through your own lens and not be able to get caught up in idolizing individuals who don't even idolize themselves. So there's a greater conversation to be had at large, but the community at large is like, oh no, no, we don't. He don't. He's chasing clout, or he's trying to be beef sector. When they said that, he clearly wrote a post stating the contrary. He, like me, stays away from y'all because the commentary is fucking weird. And when it comes to how we get down here, these boys in my neighborhood are all on the internet, thousands and thousands of views. When they troll, they pull up to the door and blow your brains out. If you suppress his voice, him being the type of dude that he is, right? He's gonna crash out, and he know who people are. This will be the real story because it's a lot of us in Iraq now, and we connected. So a lot of the tough guys and a lot of the stuff that they do, they may be held accountable. It's like I feel like that man feels somewhere suffocated. Real talk. And I don't know him, but that's just my side of the story. You know, I feel like people are scared that he's going to blame somebody for it. If he does that, that's foul. But I mean, who better to vindicate? I can't talk about, say, for instance, one of my friends has a person and they pass away. I can't dictate, oh, well, they weren't even together. And woo, 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 woo. People already overly speaking on their relationship. That don't matter. He know her. She don't know
But
y'all.
what is he needing to vindicate her of?
Right. Right.
Well, I don't even know if it's a vindication. I think people just, and I know I just said a lot, so let me just be short-winded. My bad, y'all. I just think that he wants to tell people who are in a group setting just to remember to have your own mind. And I really think it's that simple.
Wait a minute. How do you know this?
Because he wrote it under a post and I heard it. I would have never known. Like they said that he literally left the post under Lemon's page. He called Lemon. Lemon ain't picking up the phone. They said that he's reaching out to people, not because he's trying to join the beef sector, because he's trying to vent. Shakim just said it on YouTube cameras yesterday. I suggest y'all need to listen.
Wait a minute.
I don't even be in the bushes like that.
Do you have the post? Are you able to read it to us?
Well, no, everybody has it. Seven.
I'm
see
interested. I don't know.
No, I know. I'm not even Seven. I'm not even fighting with y'all. Like this, literally is an old school beef sector. Mom, I forget.
But wait a minute, Stoner. Is there any way you can get it? Is it still on Lemon's page?
No, go to Miss Pizarro. Miss Pizarro had a live 2 days ago, and she broke everything down. She reads what the guy said on the post.
The post is under Lemon's page, though.
The guy he posted something under Lemon's page. Once again, most of the people that hold on, Miss O, let me say this.
Yeah, I was just asking so Seven can go find it because I'm on my phone. I can't go because
I get it, but what I'm saying is everybody in these chats, that chat down there, they mingle and they saw Pizza live. Like I'm not dropping no information that I made up. I don't even watch Pizza.
I have a definite opinion about it, and my opinion is I don't understand why this is even an issue, because what is it going to prove? Like who is he trying to vent to?
Wait a minute, you're coming to the internet to vent? She doesn't have
what is
family, she doesn't have friends.
What is the purpose?
I get that, but I mean, like, so let me just say this. I think you would have to go to Pizarro's live because it don't have nothing to do with me. They didn't come.
Is the post on her wall or something?
It's not. Is he saying it's on her actual live? And I'm not going to do all of it.
Let me go ahead and get it out though. Most of the people, so it's real easy. Most of the people down in the chat, I know they've seen it a lot. Pizarro was reading the post off of a post that he left off of maybe Lemon's community wall, and everybody.
Can you check out? Wait a minute. Can you check out Lemon's community wall real fast, 7?
Well, no, I think they deleted the post, but somebody can put the link because the whole beef sector know about this. This ain't no secret.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a secret. I'm just saying I didn't read it. I know comment sections or whatever. I just didn't see
He
it.
left the post under Lemon. He left the post under Lemon.
Yeah, I'm just saying I didn't see it. Yeah.
I don't know where it was. And he wanted to speak to Lemon or whatever the case may be.
But my thing is, Stunner, is why he want to speak to Lemon?
Well, I can't speak for that man at all. The only thing I can appear to do is say, yes, I can agree with what y'all are saying. Like, he could be trying to maybe join the beef sector because he's traumatized. Who knows? You can't put nothing past nobody. But he also, wait a minute. Can I finish?
But go ahead.
No, let me finish though. But what I really, truly think, what I really said is that he's simply just coming out here to say, when y'all are in group environments, have your own mind, because I don't know nothing about this young lady. But people have been given the commentary. They said that, I mean, you just have to listen to the commentary. I'm not the one that gave it. They said that she had y'all told me about the liver transplant. I didn't know. So they said,
from my perspective, let me tell you I know what you're trying to say, but let me cut you my if I can't stomach. From my perspective, we are all adults over here. We are not in our teens or 20s where it is easily for your mind to be radicalized, right? And so I am always coming from under the assumption of where you should have your own mind. Yes, a lot of people follow behind people and be yes men and no men, for whatever reason. But you should. I'm when I do my commentary, it's about accountability, right? So when I'm saying something like I don't understand why he wants to come out and do this, and I'm suspect about it, is because what is it going to solve for him? What is it going to prove for him? What is he trying to do? What does it matter who she talked to online? And if she did, in fact, have a liver transplant and she chose to start drinking while Lemon was drinking online, this is on her. It's not on Lemon, because he did not pour the liquor down her throat, and you have to take accountability for a situation. She chose to start drinking again if that actually happened, right? Because I'm not even sure if she did or not, but that is a choice, right? And so if you have had a liver transplant and you choose to drink alcohol, you have to understand what the effects of that are going to be. These are not children. We are all adults. So I'm always coming from the side to where is you're supposed to have your own mind, especially if you're not a young child. Like, why would you do that? It don't make no sense to me. Just like it don't make no sense for this guy to be coming online for whatever reason, because the girl his girlfriend is now dead, and you want to talk to people for what? What do you want to say? What is it to explain? The Bible said, let the dead bury the dead. And what the Bible means, and that's in the book of Matthew. And what that means, the reason why Jesus is telling the man that wants to follow him to let let the dead bury the dead, is because you are supposed to, if you are worshiping the Holy Spirit and the Holy Father, dead is dead, they can no longer worship. They have their heavenly body or they go to hell. But while you down here on earth, the reason why they said let the dead bury the dead is because if you are wanting to follow Jesus, but you got to bury your dead relative first, that means you still thinking about material things. That means you putting all of that in front of doing what it is that you're supposed to do, which is rejoicing that you are still alive, and also praising and following the Almighty. Now that's what it means in the Bible. Now for me, when it comes to letting the dead bury the dead, and this guy right here, what are you doing this for? Like, I don't understand.
Well, can I ask you
it don't make sense.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
This went way. So this is one question. if in fact he's offering a different perspective than we all may think it is, right? Would there be the harm in him because he's obviously trying to get something off his chest? Would there be the harm in him clicking a link, getting that off his chest, and then moving on about his business?
No. I mean, everybody grown. He choose to do what he want to do. I'm not trying to stop anybody from doing anything. I'm just simply giving my opinion, Stunner, and I'm asking a question as to why. Because see, none of my relatives would ever, after I passed away, come online and have to do a eulogy online or give an explanation of why I'm not here anymore, or blame somebody online for me passing away. That ain't how we move in my house, right? So when it comes to somebody else, I can't judge the man. I mean, if somebody is going to host him and have a conversation, I know a couple of guys want to do it. That's on him. I just question the reason why. And also, like I said, Stun, I don't know if you heard it, I may be a little jaded when it comes to the internet and death, because we have seen people fake their death on here a couple of times. So I'm even suspect about that.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. And again, I wasn't here to almost disagree with either one of y'all.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you have a right to your opinion. Let me say that. Yeah.
When I asked the question, even the emotion coming from you and the emotion coming from the sector, it's just kind of one of them feelings like the black family done swept something up underneath the rug. And he ain't trying to vent. And again, I ain't trying to talk to him because he might be trying to vent. I don't know what that man trying to do. But what he wrote under the post indicated to me that most likely he was trying to leave a cautionary tale and chuck up the deuces. And if I may respond to you talking about the historical context of the sector for a second, and I'm going to speed it up, the historical context of the sector was always groupthink and go along to get along.
That's not everybody.
Yeah. No, you and I did not do that, but just to hold you accountable for a second, and I do respect you as an icon. If I do remember correctly, you and Seven were both TSCC.
No, we were not. Neither one of us were TSCC. No, we were not. No. I'm sorry, sir. We were not TSCC. Neither one of us.
As a matter of fact, when I disassociated myself from TSCC or what y'all thought was going on, that's when all hell broke.
Disassociate yourself, that means you was TSCC.
No, that don't mean that. It means that her. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you something, because you got some misinformation on back. Okay.
Here we go. No. Let's get into it. I was never TSCC.
Me either.
I was cool with V.S. at one point in time. Even her own people. I wish Bless Watkins was here, because Bless Watkins will tell you, like, she's not even TSCC. Like, they used to say that about me while I was cool.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I wish somebody with TSCC drop down so that they could. Wait a minute, Stunner. Well, let me stop you, sir, for 1 minute. I wish somebody from TSCC would drop down. I was never TSCC, just like Seven was cordial with VS at one point in time. I tried to be as well on a petty level, even to the point where, wait a minute, let me finish. Even let me finish.
Right.
Even to the point to where when Seven, when VS did all of that stuff about Seven and her family, me and Seven had gotten into it, and I was real petty. And I was saying, well, yeah, go with V, like cheering her on and all that. But midway through it, it got so dark and so graphic. I said, well, let me just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
So y'all was Jason to a cult?
Yeah, like, I don't. What was the point of you bringing that up in this context?
Because it's easy even for strong-minded people like the both of y'all to become adjacent to a cult
in any way, honey. I'm very petty. I'm very independent. I've never been adjacent to a cult.
Let me say this.
I disagree with that, and I'm offended.
No, I'm offended.
I don't say a cult member.
But I'm not adjacent. I've never been. Let me tell you something.
I'm not attacking.
I have never been adjacent to anybody. If I want to be petty and mean-spirited, I'm going to be petty and mean-spirited. But don't never get that mistaken with me being adjacent to anybody.
And if you're supposed to be like this intellectual guy,
I didn't say that. Thank you for the compliment.
Well, I'm just going to say this. many people can get into situations with people, and then when you
even myself.
Okay, let me finish. When you find out that things aren't the way they seem, or when stuff just seems a little like shaky or like shady, then you get out of that situation.
You get out of there. Yeah.
And that's what I was in. When I started seeing all that stuff about Sean Bradley being a pedo and all of that, and nobody had no receipts, and I talked to Tasha K about that, and we was both like, So I got up out of that situation, and she is still feeling some type of way to this day about it.
Because she feel like she didn't release you. That's the reason why.
You know what I mean? So for him to sit up and say, "Oh, you was a part of I was never a part of TSC."
No, she was not, and neither was I. Just because you have a conversation with the girl and try to be decent. Wait a minute, and be decent to her. It don't mean you are a part of it. But she did target 7. I mean, 7 had got into it previously because I used to call her and ZT. My baby dragons, and we got into it. And so when VS first started that campaign against 7, I'm like, yeah, rev it on. And then it got really dark, and I couldn't even defend 7 from that. And I said, let me just shut the fuck up, because I didn't have no idea that she was going to go as far as she went with 7. I mean, she even contacted 7's people. It didn't have to be all that. There's no reason for her to go there.
Take it off of me. We've seen situations where her own people got done the worst. And you know what? Let me just say this. I don't even like that you bringing her up right now.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I don't. No.
I mean, my thing is here's the thing. Exactly.
No, nobody was talking about her. Nobody.
Right, but listen. Here go the thing. It does not matter. We're using
that was a petty blow stunner.
Mr. Living, we always been solid. So I don't have undercover pressure with you.
That was I thought we were solid, but that was a pet, because nowhere in this conversation about. Wait a minute, Sarika, Chicago you didn't have to go. That ain't even resembling nothing that went on with VS and TSCC. So I don't even know. I don't understand the correlation.
Nobody was even saying she was in a cult-like situation with Lemon. So I'm
right. So I'll wait, and then I'll give. If I have a chance to respond, I'll wait till y'all are done, because we can debate. And so my opinion, and I'm standing with all 10 of my toes on this, is when you get in these social situations where the algorithm is shooting stuff to you, it will challenge the complexities of your mind. You will find yourself in situations where you like, well, damn, like, hold up. This is just the internet. People do need to decompress, detach, and think about that. And no matter who was TSCC, what TSC adjacent, and all of these semantics, the greater conversation at large, and this is for me, what I felt like he was kind of touching is group thing, right? When to dial off, when to uninstall the app, how to notice, like 7 said, when you're in a situation where, because listen, 7, all due respect, your opinion is not one of them things that can deny my history. We have went at it several times. I remember that big YouTuber, what's his name, Stars, whatever his name is, it was with Tasha K. When Wally had the show, we went at it several times about morals, and I'm still the same person today. I ain't got nothing to prove. This is just my commentary. The greater conversation at large is groupthink, go along to get along, and being able to assess what it is that you're actually in.
Wait a minute. Because we need this man to come on here and tell all of us grown people about group thinking, when that's what he should have been telling his girlfriend.
But he lost his wife.
That's what
he lost his wife.
But that's where accountability comes into play. She chose to pour that liquor down her throat after she had a liver transplant. That is a choice. That is not a group thing. You don't have enough sense that you're an adult to save your own goddamn life after the Lord gave you a second chance with a liver. You still gonna get online, and because you see somebody else drinking and pour a drink down your throat, and now you gone. That is accountability. You're not giving it. You're not asking any type of accountability for this woman.
Miss O, didn't you do social work before?
Yes, that's why I'm talking about accountability.
So
Because she is an adult. We are all responsible for our own choices. I don't buy that. That is unacceptable.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to come on here and talk to you all about the dangers of groupthink. I don't really want any clout. I just want to come and vent. Like, which is it? You want to vent, or you want to come and scold us and wag your goddamn finger?
Ask the dude.
Wag your finger about what we should do.
You don't even have an opinion. And honestly, if you want me to tell you the truth, Stunner,
you was just up here trying to speak for him. So what is
no,
it?
I'm not trying to
you don't even have a fucking opinion because it ain't none of his goddamn business. Because he ain't the one that have the liver transplant, and he ain't the one that chose to drink. Okay? And I don't even know if she did or not, because the whole thing sounds suspect.
He was just up here saying, well, in my opinion, I think this is what he was trying to say. You was just trying to... You
got one more motherfucking time. Just I'm trying to keep it with you and not do what you with you. Because you ain't never been shit.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. What does that sound like? Wait a minute.
And that's what he's been doing.
So now you come up here to say what you really want to say, right, Stunner? You really coming up here because you got animosity towards Seven?
I never even think about it. Never thought about it in years. Why how can I have animosity with a ghost? I came over here to add to the commentary and tried to be respectful.
No, you didn't, though. But no, you didn't. But no, you didn't. But no, you didn't.
You know your own history, nigga. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Now you want to
sit up here
and get all upset and butthurt because somebody's
That's why
yelling.
we get into issues of morality because you're an animal.
You are emotional. You
and
are
you're
emotional.
an animal.
You're emotional for no reason, and you are wrong,
I'm not
sir.
emotional, I'm rational.
You can't even carry on.
That is not rational. What you're saying is not rational. It is not rational
hold up.
to try to say that this lady is dead because of groupthink. It's not right. You said he came up here. You want to talk about a cautionary tale about groupthink. That's what you said.
I didn't say that.
That's why you don't know her. You don't know her.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck you mean what I'm talking about?
Sitting up here bumping his motherfucking gums, don't know shit. We sitting
I'm the only one spitting facts. You the one that didn't know what happened.
But you're not spitting no facts though.
This is what I feel he was gonna say. This is what I feel.
Right.
Feelings the fuck up out of here with that bullshit.
Wrong. What did I say wrong?
Well, let me prove you wrong. Listen to me then and let me prove you wrong.
Okay? I got respect for
this
you.
This is why you wrong.
Go ahead.
If you'll just let me speak on my own channel.
100%.
This is why you wrong.
100%.
You came up here and you said that you believe that he want to talk to these people, to give people have a conversation with people about groupthink, right?
That's what
now you are wrong. You're not letting me finish, and you're not wanting to listen, right?
Yeah.
And I believe, in my opinion, you are wrong, because what I said before, we are all accountable for what it is we do. Now that and ain't nobody reached through the camera and pour no liquor down her throat after she had a liver transplant. The cautionary tale is to not drink after you done been given a second chance. You got a whole liver transplant with your black ass. Do you know how hard it is to get a liver, any type of organ? You know, when you are black and you are and you are on a donors list, it is something called medical apartheid. I would encourage you to read that book, right? Especially as it pertains to black people. That's the first. You're not letting me. I'm not done. You told me to prove you wrong, and that's what I'm doing. That's the first place you went wrong. The second place you went wrong was when you came up here and you was being real petty and you injected TSCC and VS into the conversation. Because one thing has absolutely nothing to do with the other. I don't know how you went from this woman's situation to TSCC and VS and what happened back then. And number three, you wrong, because if you have been around for as long as you say you've been around, you will know that no, Seven was never a part of TSCC. No, the Oracle was never been a part of no groupthink or no damn body. Okay, and number four, you are wrong. When you bring it in to effect that
Mm-hmm.
somebody wanted to be just cause you being petty, cause somebody else is being petty, and you joining in on it. Okay, that don't mean you are adjacent to the dark forest. I didn't get the correlation, and
Mm.
that is why you are wrong. And then I also think you had some kind of axe to grind with Seven because you
Never.
started calling her names and start bringing up whatever it was that you said you weren't never feeling her in the past. And that is personal. So you
No,
came
it's
up here
not.
with an agenda stunner. That's what you
Mm-hmm.
did, and you are also wrong about that because I
Okay.
thought that we were cool. You always presented yourself like that. But I
Me
believe today
too.
that you came up here with an agenda, sir, and that was absolutely inappropriate for the conversation that you led with.
Mm-hmm. So you
That's
and
why I
I.
feel that you were
So
wrong.
what I thought with you and I, and this is a very um, interesting moment. This is why I
Mm-hmm.
actually enjoy the beef sector.
Mm-hmm.
The things that I always respected you for before
Mm-hmm.
today,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
um, I deeply question those things per this conversation. But I'm still
Mm-hmm.
going to support you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not even going to dignify it with a rebuttal because
Mm.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I like as a black woman, prior to today,
Mm-hmm.
like I put you for no reason
Mm-hmm.
on a pedestal
Oh,
because
that's the problem. See that right there? Let me
you
stop you
have the
right there. Let me. Well,
courageousness.
hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, that is another reason why you are wrong. You will always forever be
Hmm.
wrong if you put anybody, including me, on a pedestal. Because I have
Hmm.
never required that type of thing from anybody. If you have been watching me for as long
Hmm.
as you watching me, and you said you respected me up until
Hmm.
today, then you will have to know that I
No, I
have never
still respect you.
required that type of loyalty or any looking up to or down on or whatever from anybody.
I
Okay,
know.
that
I
is the
gave it
reason
to
why
you
I
as a
stand
man.
alone. I am not anybody's role model. I am not your mama. I
I
am not your
know.
daddy. I am not your court leader. I am simply the oracle.
I only propped you up against the
I
beef
don't even
sector
know
and
why.
a
You
lot
should
of
never do
internet
that. You
shit.
should never see that's the problem.
So
Now, if anybody is
I
doing
didn't
group
prop
things,
you up
sir,
against
it's you. Because
strong
you
black
should never
women in
prop
real life.
anybody up. And I don't prop nobody up.
Hey man,
That is a
it takes
Yeah,
a
problem.
wait,
man to
now
stand
now
up
yeah, now
to.
is
Hey.
prior to today. So I'm not gonna
Right,
prop
prior
you
to
up a
today, right. You
pedestal
know what I
you
mean?
anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
absolutely.
all
oh,
good.
okay. Yeah,
No, I
okay.
mean, listen, you have your opinion, I have mine. We can just kind of like agree to disagree.
Right,
For me,
okay.
moving forward, what I won't do in the sector is kind of speak for the guy. And I hope that I didn't do that. Once again, what I want to make this abundantly clear: what was put under the post don't have nothing to do with those of us who made the commentary on it or spoke on it. He put that under the post. Everybody had the commentary. YouTube cameras, Envy, Pizarro. We all know about it. So if in any way, shape, or form they're like, "Oh, well, Stunner, you," I don't know that man. I literally just was bored and started listening. So I have zero to do with it. I still don't have animosity towards Seven. I look at y'all like beef sector OGs, even if we have differences in opinion, and even if I view character differently, I don't need to attack or have beef because for what? And so my stance is still the same. I just think that this is one of them times where, for me, and maybe it's because I just have such a large family in Chicago, so many of us. I mean, I just feel bad that, however she went, she went. So I'm not going to be the one that has the history online being insensitive, saying, "Well, you shouldn't have did this and you shouldn't have did that." The Lord wanted her, and God bless her and may her soul rest. That's all I got for her because of who I've always been and who I am today. And I'm not judging nobody else. We just have to agree to disagree. But in this climate, in this political climate as a whole, where freedom of speech is legitimately diminishing all over the world, it's just interesting to see how in 2025, like, we are sweeping it under the rug again. So, again, this conversation is not necessarily to persecute you
Sweeping
guys.
what under the rug?
Yeah, sweeping what
Um,
under the rug? I
but
don't.
can I finish? Maybe it's a dog whistle to the courageous ones out there, and maybe like this will be the year where I click the link because
But
at
sweep.
the end of the day, I think that
Could you
at
go
the
back
end
to
of
the
the day,
sweeping under the rug? Sweeping what under the rug?
Well, sweeping up the sweeping anything as it relates to the sick way that we can socialize and how we can
This
get caught
motherfucker
up.
don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He is running in circles up here, bumping his goddamn gun. He don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Do you hear me, Oracle?
I
Yeah, I
just
He
hear
said
don't
you.
even
this is
understand what
sick
he's
way in
saying.
which we socialize. It
I
always been
simply
my
asked
bottom
him a
line.
simple question.
You can get
Sweet
on the
what
trumpet
under
and
the rug?
yell.
Sweet
No,
what under the rug?
I'm
And he can't
thinking
even
you're
tell me.
yelling. I'm thinking you're
But
yelling.
the question was
My bottom
sweeping what
line
I'm
under
is
the
we
rug?
talked about
sorry if I'm yelling. I'm talking into the
I'm thinking you're yelling. I'm talking about my bottom line at large, which was always the way in which we socialize, going along to get along and group think. When you say that, there's no need to crash out. It shouldn't be
So
offensive. It
you
shouldn't be
think
an
she dead
emotional
cause of
response.
group think?
wait a
It's
minute,
a topic of conversation.
I don't find any of this offensive. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is you're up here talking to me and Olivia like that, and I don't think we have ever been on no group think type stuff. So
Mm-mm.
who are
Mm-mm.
you talking to? Because
So
those
if
are the people.
Olivia just told me that I was wrong and she explained it in great detail, I'm not going to explain it in great detail why I disagree with that based off of what I remember. All I can say is, as an adult, respectfully or not, we just have to agree to disagree.
Okay.
Jesus Christ himself ain't going to move me off that pivot.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But I
Yes.
mean, but I also hope that in this, again, I also hope that in this environment, like, we don't become ops because
Rachel said,
particularly Olivia.
I'm
No, no, I'm talking to Olivia cause 7, I really honestly, I don't have no beef with you, but I don't care nothing
I
about your
don't either,
opinion.
but you're so long winded.
But
I
but
have
but
to
but
try to get up
yeah,
in
you
here.
you yeah, I have to you're not really even you couldn't even answer my question when
You're
I
having
said
a
sweep
very
what
hard
under the
time
rug.
Okay, well,
articulating.
what's your question?
My
What's
question
your
was
question?
when you made the comment of that we shouldn't be trying to sweep stuff under the rug as it pertains to Sharika Chicago. What exactly do you think that we're trying to sweep under the rug?
Well, I don't think anybody's trying to sweep nothing under the rug. What I
But that's
talked
what you
about, and
said.
And why
I
would you
said,
say
well, can I finish the question for the 20th time? The conversation at large, group think, go along to get along because this is what he's trying to
What?
say, and
How do you know? But if you don't know the
the
man, how you know what he's
consequences
trying to
of that.
say?
Because he wrote it under Lemon's post, duh.
Well, I
And they had
mean, duh,
3 lives
I didn't
about it
read it.
again, duh.
And what the fuck does that have to do with him? Cause she was a grown woman.
you
You
really
have
got
to
to be
ask
careful.
him.
You really got. I want to talk now. You really got to be careful of men like this because they will trap you and have you in a relationship thinking you are batshit crazy as hell because they are talking in circles on your ass. Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and nothing makes
You
sense.
talking in so like you really are talking. Then you don't even know the mindset of this man. You don't know what it is that he supposedly want to say. It sounded to
That's
me
correct.
like he trying to play some damn clout, or either the woman ain't dead for real. That's what it sounds for me like.
I
Okay,
would
that's
never
the
say
reason
that,
why
man.
we having the conversation because it's too much. Like I don't understand these new black
Hmm.
people that want to hop online after somebody dead and ask why. Like what the hell do people on the internet have to do with it? What about accountability? Like you
So
can't
do
answer
you?
that
So
question.
do you?
Didn't nobody force her to pour the alcohol down her throat after she had a liver transplant? I don't care if she online or not. That don't make no sense. That is not logical.
And
And
so
if
let me
this
say
whole
this.
group thing
So
And
thing,
I
if
deal
you
with
watch
logic.
am I able to interject? If
Hmm.
you look at the internet at large, and I'll be short, 7.
Hmm.
So there's so many different cases right now where the family and everybody is speaking about what went on with the young lady on 22nd and Cermak. So people
I don't
outside
even.
of
Who
this
is? What was that case? Do who? What? I don't live in Chicago. What happened on 22nd and Cermak?
Okay, well, I mean, most of the people, in the United States of America, Room Shaker did lives about it.
Okay, what is the?
Everybody did
Okay, if
lives
you could give
about
me
it.
a name, sir. I'm just asking for a name. I
Well,
might know. I don't.
the man's name was Los, and the young lady's mother, her parents, I forgot her name, the first name, but everybody knows about it. But apparently, you haven't
But
seen it.
but what happened?
So the young lady was outside of school, and I'm talking about this is national coverage that, and
Okay, but
she's
what happened?
been.
Just can you just
Well,
tell
well,
me what happened?
let me segue because y'all two just got finished saying that I'm pulling stuff out of my
But I'm
behind,
just saying,
and
tell me
and
about
what
this.
I'm
What
saying
happened
to
on
you is
22nd in Cermak, sir?
the young
Just tell me that.
she was unalive in front of her son's school by the baby father, and
Okay.
people
Wait
are
a minute. I
still.
thought she was unalived by the other baby
What?
mama.
No, no,
Is
no.
that
By
what
the
you're
girl. By
talking
the girl.
about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. By the girl. By the girl. By the girl. I'm sorry.
Okay, I did
But
hear about that. So I didn't know the name of the street. I don't live in
everybody.
Chicago.
No, but that's just one. Everybody in the world
But wasn't
is
they fighting
talking.
over the boy?
Well, I mean, I think it was a toxic relationship. Yeah, I don't know
So
if she
what did
was
they have to do with
necessarily.
the internet
What does that have to do with the
and
internet?
groupthink?
If it wasn't
Yes.
for the internet, we wouldn't. Everybody. Oh my God, are you serious?
No,
No, but
I'm talking about the actual incident. Everybody's
Because the
talking
young
about. Wait a
lady is
minute. Everybody's
deceased.
talking about it
Because the
online.
young
But
lady
what
is
did they have to
deceased,
do
and
with the
everybody is talking
incident?
about it online.
wait a minute, bro.
No. What?
I'm just trying to figure out
Oh my
what this has
God.
to do with the Sharika situation. He's not getting to it, and I want to see where
Whew,
this is
Jesus.
going. How does this correlate with what Sharika's going through?
How
Right.
does it correlate with what Sharika's going through? I don't know how that
Yes.
correlates to what she's going through, but the person
Oh my
is.
But you brought
God.
it up.
No, 7-7. The person is expired. The person is no longer here. So
Okay.
that's how it correlates. Duh.
But no, she died from drinking allegedly complications because she was drinking liver. She had a liver transplant. What does that have to do with number one, groupthink online, and number two, what does that have to do with what happened between those two ladies about their baby daddy?
Because this is supposed to be a commentary space where people get together and give commentary. The internet at large. This proves the
But you're
point
having two or three
100%.
conversations at the same time is what I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
honey.
and what does
Mm-hmm.
the internet at large
Mm-hmm.
have to do with this? We are on topic. Listen to me. We are having a
Yeah,
discussion,
that's
and there's
just
a
crazy.
number of topics in the title. Okay, if you can't
Uh-huh.
stay on those three topics, we're not talking about that girl who was unalive by her by whoever outside. We're talking about
Right.
Sharika. We were talking about
I'm not
updating
talking
her
about her. I'm not
Wait a
talking
minute.
about her either.
Wait a minute.
But
We were
you
talking
brought
about
it up.
updating her messy
Well,
apartment.
I'm not able to finish because we're not able to have an adult conversation.
We
Oh
are
my God,
having an
no,
adult
we're having
conversation, sir. You are not on topic.
we are
I'm
having an
trying to
So
tell
adult
you, baby
I'm
doll, you're not on
100% on
topic.
topic. I'm
conversation.
100% on topic, and the only reason why I brought
Oh
it
my
up
God.
is to highlight the glaring, earth-shaking fact that people are giving commentary about this young lady after she was deceased, and there was
Okay.
commentary that needed to be given because there was key details about the state's attorney.
Maybe,
See,
maybe the commentary
hold on,
should
let
have
me
been
finish.
given before she was unalive. See, that is
Let me
called
make my point.
accountability.
Let me make my point though. With if we don't give commentary in Chicago about what happened with the young lady on 22nd, because there's a way that you can get away with unaliving somebody. There will be
But,
no pressure put on the state's attorney, and they may not
but,
ever be able to
but they don't have
convict
nothing to
her.
do with this
Wait a minute, yes
conversation.
it does.
Sherika was
Yes
not
it does
murdered. She was not
yes
murdered.
it
They
does.
didn't say that she was murdered on 23rd and whatever you saying in Chicago.
22nd and
So
Cermak.
the only thing that they got in common is that they both lived in Chicago. Is that what you're saying?
So if no, they're both not here. They're both not here on this
But
earth.
they lived in
No,
Chicago. Is that the
bro.
only
Wait a minute.
correlation
No,
that
Wait
you're
they're
a
both
minute.
making?
not here on
Wait
this
a
earth.
minute. Okay, Olivia, let's dial this
They're
back.
both not here on this earth.
Wait a minute, Stunner. I don't know if you high as a kite right now, but let's dial it all the way back. Dial it all the way back, because
Come on.
I'm not trying to go at it with you. And if I am talking loud, I do apologize because my mic is trash. But we got to stay on topic.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with the girl on 22nd. Okay, let's just
Mm-hmm.
push her out of our mental Rolodex right now. Okay, we are
So can I ask
talking.
you a question?
No,
Can I
no,
ask
no.
you a quick?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. We're talking
Let's
about
go.
Sharika, and we are
No doubt.
talking about why her boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
is reaching out to certain content creators trying to get an interview or talk or vent or whatever. Okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we're talking about.
Got it.
Okay.
And the simple answer is, and I'll say it again for the 50th time, He put a post and everybody seen it. There's 5 lives again for the people in the back expressing his feelings. And that's the simple answer.
Okay, so my question to you is, well, why not stop there? Because he's reaching out to content creators. So at this point, let me just say this. If he was to interview with anybody in the sector, I would not have a problem with it. This isn't a situation where someone has died and then we've seen content creators go reach out to their families and like interview them or put them on the
Right.
broadcast. This
Mhm.
is completely different. This is
Right.
somebody who's reaching out to certain content creators. So I wouldn't have a problem with somebody interviewing him and then really trying to figure out what his motive is or what his bottom line is.
Hello.
That's what I'm saying.
Come
I agree
on.
with that.
Because Seven, if you got common sense, you know this is a win-win. Even if his motives aren't pure, you know how to move from there on out. Black
Yeah.
him out because he's chasing clout and he don't want to be down here. But if he needs to provide message and get it off his chest, you're gonna be able to know that as well if you provide platform for him to speak. That's it. That's all.
Okay, and to me that's not a problem. But if he's reaching out to Lemon and Lemon has decided that he does not want to speak with him, guess what? He has reached out to other people too. It's not
Mhm.
Lemon's job or responsibility to talk to this man when he had no like real life physical dealings with Sharika. This was all online.
True, true. That's true. That's
Okay.
true.
Okay, so I guess where you kind of lost me was when you were kind of speaking for him because of a post that he left. And you were saying, well, I feel like he might be wanting to try to say this or say that. Here's the bottom line, okay? And this is where my common sense kicks in. We don't
Okay.
know what he wants to say until he actually
Mhm.
comes out here and says it.
There you
Okay?
go.
There we go. That's when we can determine, okay, this is either some bullish or no, maybe you do have some heartfelt message you want to show us. But then when we start seeing him over and over and over again, we already know it's going to be some bullshit. People are smart here. People are not dumb, okay?
Without a doubt. And I don't wanna quote it verbatim, and I'm gonna be sure. The message went a little something like he said, "Yeah, I know that you go along and get along, and I know that you love Lemon. He was your favorite, but I mean, so he was saying basically he was pointing out the fact that like she has some issues on that level and he knows her. He wasn't highlighting it, but he was basically saying like, I want to be able to speak. If he has an issue or something with Lemon and they got to speak about something specific, like that don't have nothing to do with none of us. But I agree with you 100%. Like we're not going to know what it is. We're not going to be able to know anything unless they platform him, so we can actually hear from him what it is as opposed to me being blamed and acting like it's my perception, not necessarily from y'all, when he wrote it on a post and I heard about it days after the whole sector. And so that's one of them things at large. When this is a media space, we just have to be pushed towards sometimes developing fearless content. That's all.
Okay.
Because worse has happened. You said it.
Uh okay. Um hmm.
Hmm.
Olivia, you around?
Well, I'm here. I was letting you take over because I'm still. I don't understand. I don't understand the significance of why he want to come on and have a conversation about his girlfriend that's already passed away. I don't understand. I mean, why? I mean, she gone.
So let me
Like
word this
what?
like this. And I'll be brief if I may. I'll take a different type of approach. Say you had a niece, cousin, because matter of fact, you, I remember years ago, like you used to have the relationship with the niece, Brandy, this, that, and other thing,
Yes.
and the internet is brutal. So say for instance, right, she joins one of these groups and it's wild, and somebody jumps out the bushes and says, you know what? I see you taking a turn for the worse because they said that just Krista started drinking again. We don't know if she had an issue with sobriety. We don't know her, right? And so she's trying to fit in currently on a panel. This is what I'm talking about. This that rug that was so aloof. And so if I said, you know what? I like your aunt. I respect her. She speak how she feel. Don't mess with them people because they could feed you some things and it's gonna go left. Get away from that, right? She becomes like a black rocket scientist or something like that. And she tells you, I almost got sucked into the internet, but somebody told me, listen, I ain't no
Bro,
save
are
all.
you
Yeah,
kidding me? No, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
yeah, no, because that really can
No,
happen.
no, no.
Sometimes
It can't happen with my family.
Here's the
there
difference
needs to
between
be.
that. Well, even this, like, let's just put it out there. So Olivia is a content creator. Olivia is
Mhm,
widely known across the beat
mhm,
sector. Okay, that is a little bit different because she was just a subscriber, right?
true.
Okay, so again, I'm a little confused.
Well, no, I'm saying like the correlation. Let me land the plane. The correlation is just when it's our family, you would want somebody to put any type of information out there
No,
that
no,
hits wait a minute, that hits at a positive frequency at all
no,
times. Because
no,
who knows if that's just what you needed to hear that day. It's
no.
the expectation of the family to prepare you to be in the right space anyway. But sometimes life doesn't evolve that way.
But
And
no,
so
no,
we
no.
just have
Let
to
me stop you
balance out
right
the
there. As
frequency.
it pertains to my family, since you use me as example,
I knew
my
that was
family
gonna
would
be a
never
problem.
come online
I knew it
and
was up.
have any need to grieve or any need to give some kind of statement or anything like that pertaining to my passing about
Mm,
anything because we wasn't raised that way. And the only thing you would hear, the only thing you would see people saying about me is, "Well, Olivia, I ain't seen her in a long time," and before you know it, the channel won't even be online anymore. You will get no
mm,
explanation. Don't know. My niece don't need to come on here and grieve about nothing or
mm.
anything like that. See, that is the mentality I'm coming from. That's why I don't understand why the boyfriend feel the need to come on here and say whatever, because my niece would not feel the need to come on here and say anything about me passing in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Well, I said that.
Because we
I said
ain't
that.
made like
I
that.
said that. I said that. I said your family structure would probably not have to do that 100%, and I get that. But your family structure is not a reflection of the entire world. Like there's a lot of us, and
And
so
I
the family
understand
next
that.
door,
I get that, but I
if I
still
could
don't
finish,
understand what is it that he want to talk about. Like you said, he gotta. If you feel like if something, Binary said he'll do the conversation slash interview or whatever. So okay, so maybe if
so
he
I
does
mean,
it,
it's easy to understand. I mean, like I said, for me, it's just as simple as like, go back and read underneath the post that he left, and then like that's
I
the
don't even
understanding because
understand
he
why
was
he was
quite clear.
posting because he wasn't the one online. These were not his YouTube situations. So what are you wanting to come online and speak to people online as it pertains to Rika and her YouTube friendships or whatever, and you didn't have nothing to do with it? That don't make no sense to me. But hey, to each his own. Ain't nobody trying to squash his free speech or whatever. If somebody take him up on an offer, then okay, it'll be
And
more
that's what
content
I'm
for
saying.
people.
Like,
It
no,
just feels aggressive.
nobody is like super invested. But
Mm-mm.
the point is, if he's gonna come up here and talk, then let him talk. But the point,
Mhm.
what we were talking about earlier is why does he
Why?
come out here and speak? That's what we were talking
And,
about.
and again, I mean, I feel like the earnest is on me, and I guess I'll take that burning because I clicked the link. But the why is completely up to him, and the answer, again, is out there over and over again. And so, like as black people, this is something that's in black and white that's not
You talking
hidden.
about? Wait a minute. You talking about it's out there over and over again from the post that he left, right?
That's the why. And then like the only way he can expound on that is if he does an interview, and it's really as simple as that.
This is exhausting.
It really is.
This is how these men will drain your energy. You know what I mean? Talk you in circles. You feel super depleted when you get through talking to them. You feel
Hmm.
tired, drained.
Yeah.
You got to go to work like this. Then they want you to come home and clean up and all that. I feel exhausted.
Mm.
I feel
Oh,
exhausted at the amount of the amount of ignorance that I just heard. Um,
Ignorance and energy. You had to
Ignorance and
exert. Yeah,
energy.
it was a lot.
Because Stunner, no disrespect, but all the things that you have said are totally different conversations. and they really
Mm-hmm.
don't even have anything to do with what we were talking about up here. And so you came up here and you said several things. You landed your plane
Mm-hmm.
several different times about
Mm-hmm.
several different situations that don't even have nothing to do with Sharika, number one. And number
Mm-hmm.
two, you started talking about things that happened that you feel from your mind's eye that happened in the past in the OB sector that once again don't have nothing to do with this conversation. So that
Mm-hmm.
is why I am exhausted by this conversation. I felt like you hit the link for a reason, right? I felt like
Mm-hmm.
you hit the link because you was feeling a little shady and you may or may not like 7 stars, because you brought up her situation that once again don't have nothing to do with Sharika.
Don't push that, please. I don't. I don't dislike her. Like this. This
But
never
that's
that
what you
serious.
said though.
We argue in the beef sector.
I
Come on,
mean,
we never see
I
each
don't
other.
even know this
I don't
person.
even know her. Like, how would we?
But
Go
it
ahead.
sounds like you've been invested for years. You even said that you
Yeah.
had me at a certain standard. You put me on some kind of pedestal, unwarranted. Absolutely unwarranted because I am mean and surly.
Most
I don't
definitely.
see how anybody with a free thinking mind can put the oracle on a pedestal. I don't even have moderators, okay? I don't have
Mm.
moderators for a reason because I don't want
Okay.
nobody thinking they have to go out and swing for me about anything that I say coming out of my mouth,
No, I
okay?
get it. Well, tough. I understand. I get
There
it.
is a reason why I move the way that I move. I am not in nobody's group. And today I may agree with you and tomorrow I may not. Okay, everybody know that I am shady. I don't understand that type of mentality. Okay, I don't want a group to lead or a group to think about put me like in that. I don't want nobody memorial put me on no kind of pedestal or nothing because you're gonna be wrong for that. Okay,
Yeah, no, he
because you
came
don't
up
never
here.
know when I'm gonna change on you.
He
All
came up
right.
here to drain our energy. That is what these vampires do. I'm gonna have to take a nap after this live.
Me too. I'm an out girl.
Okay.
I came online on this Saturday morning to have a brief
So
discussion.
to Miss Olivia, I will respond. I'll just be brief. Like I
Okay.
said, the pedestal. Like, I think that your responses today, once again, highly interesting because when it
Okay.
comes to the pedestal, it was only a beef sector pedestal. Clearly,
Okay.
without disrespecting anybody, because of what
Mm,
goes down here, that's a low bar. I
mm-hmm.
think some of the examples that you
Well,
use,
now it's a now. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. See,
when I say the
you
way that
still
you
throwing
just shot
shade. Wait a
me in
minute.
the last
You throwing
7 minutes,
shade, and I'm
you
still
shot
catching it.
me.
Okay, because I'm
You,
quick. Just like
no,
you
I'm
think
not.
you quick, I'm
No,
quick. Right?
no,
You said, wait
no.
a
You're
minute.
creating
You
a
said
narrative.
you put me on
You
a
making me.
pedestal, and it
You're
was a
trying to make
low
it seem
bar.
like
That is
I
shade.
dislike you, but you
That is
talking to a
absolutely
person
inappropriate and
that likes
unnecessary.
you.
You don't have to like me. You don't have to put me on a pedestal because it's a
I
low
never said
bar.
that.
You don't have to put me on a pedestal if it's a high bar. You should not. You should not even be saying that.
Ooh,
Like it don't
ooh,
even make sense. Like I've not asked that from
No,
anybody.
no. See, the
ooh.
thing is, he wants this to like play in the back of your mind at some point later on
But
today.
it ain't though. I'm
Or
not
It
invested.
no.
is.
But listen, where he's coming from. Like
Because we was always cool. We
he
never
wants
had an
to.
issue. And I
Yeah,
thought that
he
if
wants to
anybody was mature enough to have a
he
conversation of
wants to
contrast,
sting you with
I
this
knew
type
it
of
was her.
information. Like I used to pedestal
It's
you.
gonna play in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
But it's
but
They
okay.
gonna
I
play in the
mean,
back
it's
of
not
my
a big
mind.
deal.
here's the
I ain't
thing.
gonna think about it.
Unless you putting up money, don't nobody give a fuck about you putting nobody on a goddamn pedestal. I'm just gonna be real.
Your mind,
Okay.
Where's the
yeah,
cash
man.
app?
You're totally
Where's the cash app?
transactional.
Is
You
there a
weren't,
cash app? No,
baby.
we're in
I
the
don't
cash
get
app.
that kind of monetary support.
Cash
You
App
see what
who?
I'm
You?
saying? So nobody cares. Nobody
Cash
cares.
App who? You?
No, I'm talking about
No.
you put her
Oh,
on the
okay.
pedestal, right?
No,
It
no.
wasn't that high of a
We
pedestal.
passed that. We agreed that we was past that, right?
No.
Someone said he isn't that manipulative. Okay, he needs a little bit of work. He needs
I'm
to
not even.
Yeah, because
Y'all
I'm
the ones that
quick.
are trying to be manipulative, but you didn't manipulate me, so y'all need to work.
No, you trying to manipulate
And whoever said
us.
that in
yeah,
the chat, Mama
you
need to
came
work.
up here trying to be manipulative. It didn't
Yes,
work.
you did.
I
You
came
tried
up
to
here to
talk
add
in
to the
And
circles.
you
It
threw
didn't
to
work.
the
several
commentary.
shots.
That
You
saying
didn't
that I
stay
came
on
up here to be
topic. You didn't stay
manipulative
on topic.
is
You threw
manipulative, but it's
several
deep game.
shots
And
that were
That don't
absolutely
matter.
whenever
unnecessary.
they cannot manipulate you, they take cheap shots at you. That's what
Right.
happens.
So if you think that adding to the commentary with a different perspective is manipulative, then you are who most people think that you really are.
But
That's
who
not
do
a
they
cheap
think I
shot.
am?
That's a
Who do they
fact.
think I am? Who do they think
Not
I am?
talking to you. I was responding to the young lady that just talked about it. When it comes to you, again, I'm not going to, even with my surprise by how you answered, I'm not going to dignify that based off of how I see it today by
Mhm.
jumping out of the bag and being ignorant. I won't, because I
I mean,
see it
I,
different.
I, I will say this. I don't care what a lot of you internet people think about me. I know the people in my real life know that I'm reliable. They know
Exactly.
that I'm generous. They know a lot
Hello.
of things about me. So you internet people who don't have
Right.
a clue, I could give a damn what you think about me.
Me-
Okay.
uh, Hello. That's why
Okay.
they don't like me right today. I don't seek acceptance. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and
I'm
I
offended.
think that's what you were trying. I think you came up here
No, I
trying to
mean, if I would have
accept
seeked acceptance, I would have sat up here and said, yeah, no. I mean, we literally were talking about the literally harvesting parts. And the fact that this woman
But you
may
didn't
not
come up here. No,
even
no, no, no,
be,
no, no, no,
when I
no, no.
say
You didn't
the
come up here
wildest
saying nothing
hypothesis,
about that.
he's
this
You
is why I
came
triggering.
up
won't
here talking
respond.
about what
He's
that man put
he's
under a post.
I didn't say nothing about that because I literally would never engage in that nonsense because they done did research. They done confirmed certain things. These are her friends. So I'm not going to get in there to say that
But
like, oh, well, maybe it's a Mona Simone. I just feel like to me, that's disrespecting somebody who transitioned on. To me, that's
but
my
my and
opinion.
my
So
thing
I
is, to
wouldn't
me,
deliver
I
that
don't
type
know
of
if she dead
commentary.
or not because I done seen people fake their death too many times on the internet. That was my stance. I don't know if she dead or not. Now, if she is, rest in peace and my condolences to the family. But I don't know if she dead or not because there's too much going on surrounding that. And really, that is the foundation of this conversation because it's
Right.
too much shady stuff that now maybe you didn't see some of it, but it's too much shady stuff going on concerning this situation. That is why we are still talking about it
Yeah,
because
I
it
think,
don't something don't sound right.
right. Yeah. I agree in totality, but that's what I walked into, so I wasn't going to add to that because I had no agreement to that. And I will say that I totally disagree with the perspective of my analogies or what I actually said being like way out there or so far off kilter. I feel like I made very, very deep and genuine comparisons that were 100% relevant to the conversation. And my commentary was simple. All I wanted to add was perspective. Maybe he's not trying to clout chase. Maybe he's not trying to do anything devious off of her name. Maybe he's just trying to make a simple statement. And this was backed up by the fact that this man literally left it under a post. So I'm not drained by the conversation because I ain't sitting up here lying.
But that's what you should have started with instead of you. Okay, what you said just then, your opinion, that was clear and concise, right? But we have been up here for a while because you have been going all around the mulberry bush two or
Pulling
three
your hair back
times.
and knocking
You
your heads
even
on the
talked about,
pavement
wait a
the
minute,
same way
you
you
even
do in the
talked
beef
about,
sector
wait,
because
you're
you're not
not
going
letting
to
me
back me up
finish.
in
You're
the
not
corner.
letting me
You
complete
back me
my
up in the corner,
sentence.
I'm punching both of y'all in your face and knocking your heads together. This
wait,
is
what?
how we do in the beef sector. But I will
What?
stand on my point. I'm talking about verbal sparring.
So you
We
came up here
played
to verbally
semantics. Wait a
spar? Then
minute.
you should have
We
said
played,
that.
Miss Olivia, we played semantics. You
We're
tested
not.
my
No,
check
ain't
there.
nobody. We were not. This is not what that was about. Like I'm confused. Like we were
Right.
not verbally sparring up here about this woman and her situation. That is not
No,
what
I
we
know
were
we
doing. Now
weren't.
maybe you
I know we
injected
weren't.
that. So is that so that's the reason why you hit the link then. The verbally
I'm
spar.
telling you,
Okay.
he's an agitator. He's been
See,
on that
it's
shit.
framing again. Miss
He
Olivia,
can
you have I ever hit the link ever to
I'm
agitate
not
ever?
gonna verbally
No, I'm
spar
You
not a
you.
know
troll.
my whole brand has been rooted on facts. My whole brand is not rooted on verbally sparring. Me and
But
Miss
that's what you're
Olivia
doing
sat and
though.
wait a
But that's
minute.
what you're
Olivia,
doing.
let me say this. Olivia, let me say this though, because you know me and you don't. Me and you have sat on a link more than 5 times and talked about the necessity for facts in the sector. And you know me and you don't even verbally spar. So when you put that type of rhetoric out there, I just have to catch it and send it right back to you.
I don't even
That's
know
not
what you're
personal.
talking about, child. At this point, you're not making
Yeah.
no sense.
That makes
Like you,
perfect
I
sense.
don't even know. You having a whole argument with yourself. Like
Okay.
you hit the link and you
Wow.
was off and running
We're
about
the
some
ones
old
that's
crazy
passive
stuff that don't
aggressive.
eat your
We're the
points or
ones
not.
that'll make your
You
mind
don't even
spin.
make
You
sense.
can't accomplish
Okay,
that with somebody that's a
you
strong
talked
mind.
about a woman's murder, and we're talking about a woman that had a liver transplant and started drinking again, and now she died. And her
Hmm.
boyfriend allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, you went from talking because that's what we're talking about. You talking about what happened on 22nd and the end of time. We don't live in Chicago, so we had to pull the name out of the pull the conversation out of because we didn't know what you were talking about as
I forgot
opposed
her
to a
name.
street because we don't live in Chicago.
I
Like you,
forgot her
one
name.
thing,
Not a huge
one
deal.
her being not here anymore didn't have nothing to do with that girl being murdered by her other baby mama. So I don't know where that came from. And then you went around and start talking about the TSCC. Then you went from there to talking about, well, he might have just wanted to say something about people, being followers or in a cult or all of this and all of that. The whole thing was just real scattered, right? You threw shots at Seven. You threw shots at me,
Mm.
unprovoked shots, because you hit this
Mm.
link. And you don't even have any. I don't even know why you so personally invested into whether
Nah,
she
and
dead
you
or
know I'm
not.
not. You know me. It's so funny how you just forgot all about who I am today, because
I
I
don't
don't
know
give
who
a
you
flat out
are.
fuck.
You know more about me better than I know about you.
No,
He know more about
but
me
check
than
it
I
out.
know about
That's
him.
See
fine.
that's
I'm
the
fans of
issue.
I'm
Cause to
fans of
me
y'all.
you're a
Y'all are famous.
subscriber.
I'm fans of y'all. Y'all are famous. But what I want to
Okay,
say
thank
is
you
this
for being
though.
a fan, but you know
And if
more
I ever
about
get a
me
chance,
than
I
I
want your
know about
autograph.
you.
But Miss Olivia, what I'm trying to say is let's just keep it all the way real.
That's
And
what
I'm not
I'm
gonna
doing.
be
I'm keeping it as real as I can keep it.
You are? No, I'm just saying like
I'm not fluffing nothing. I'm being very blunt and I'm
our
being very
prior
straightforward.
our prior relationship, we always
I don't
clicked
even know the
spot
prior
on.
relationship.
Oh, you don't know the prior
No,
relationship. So
because
me
I
and you
don't I
never
don't I
spoke.
don't deal with
Me and
people
you
that
have
put
never
me on no
spoken
damn
about what the beef
pedestal.
sector needs.
Huh?
I've never clicked your link at least 5 times.
Bruh, do
Okay.
you know how long she's been on here?
And
Maybe
this ain't no
5
thought you had a
years.
friend type of moment
You're
because let
talking
me be
about
100%.
five
No,
times
no, no,
and
no,
it's
no, no,
been
no, no,
five
no.
years. We
This ain't
talking.
no thought you had a friend type of moment because like you didn't do me the favor. We were
Thought you had
literally
a
just
friend. I don't
having
even.
some
What do you mean by
commentary.
that? Thought you had a friend. What does that mean?
No, I'm telling you that
No,
this
I'm
is
just saying.
not
What do
no.
you
Oh,
mean by that?
and if you would allow me, see, the thing is I can't tell you what I mean, and you're yelling at me at the same time.
Okay, I'm not trying to yell,
So
but what
what?
do you mean by that?
So what I'm saying to you is, you're saying, well, I don't remember the conversations, and I don't know who you are. What I'm telling you is 100% for sure. Stand on that from today forward, because I am. And what I'm saying is, I base my mentality and how I was respectful and clicked your link, how I always respected you, based off of how our past has been. What
I
I'm
don't.
saying to you is, this is not a I thought you had a friend moment on my end, because I don't care. But what I am saying is, I'm shocked.
Okay.
Like,
Have
I'm
you
really shocked.
have you
You
been
shocked about what?
Seven, the thing about it is check this out. I know you don't be around and I don't be around, but like there's literally receipts on receipts out there. Like this is
About
not my
what?
right hand, but I literally
What?
have sat on we literally brought the beef sector together,
Oh
refuting the
God.
history with V.
well,
Lenore,
I
Food
asked
Junkie.
you,
We had powerful lives, and you just really sat down here right now, honestly and truly, for the sake of whatever, and said that you forgot all of that because we had a difference in opinion, as if
I
I
don't.
did something to you.
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
I don't even know what you talking about. I don't mean no disrespect, but you said you've been up on my panel 5 or 6 times, right?
So you saying your life is a joke because mine is
No,
real?
no, 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 no. Wait, hold up now. There's no need for a shot. I'm just trying to let
No,
me
I'm not
let me
taking a
make my
shot.
point. My
I'm being
point for
serious
saying that.
because
Wait a
now,
minute. You're
ma'am,
very
you're on your
defensive, but
platform
no,
and
you're
my
not.
respect for
Look,
you is making me
I'm
go
not going to
ahead.
keep being disrespected on my panel. The only reason why you still on here is because trying to have this conversation with you. But you have to let me finish my thought. Don't try to bulldoze over me because it ain't going to work. Okay? Now, like I said, you said that you have been on my panel 5 or 6 times. Like
Probably
Seven
more.
said, I have been around here in this beef sector since the end of 2017 to the beginning of 2018, right? Prior to COVID, right? So if you only been on my panel 5 or 6 times, how am I supposed to remember all of those conversations? Number one. And number two, some of the things that you are talking about are factually incorrect. The number one thing that was factually incorrect, and I don't know how you remember it, but if you had been around for as long as I had, then you would know that Seven nor I were ever involved with TSCC or adjacent. See, that is where you lost me. And number two, if you have been around as long as you said you've been around, you will know that I have never required anything from anybody, not loyalty, not a moderator, not anything, because I stand alone and I am so shady. That is part of the reason why I don't want nobody associated with me. Because I'm real petty and I'm real shady. And that's
I
by
see.
design.
I
And I
see.
don't want nobody to get mixed up into nothing. That's why I've never had a slew of moderators and stuff. There
And,
is a
and, and
reason
we
for
and
I
we
do
all
what
know
it
what
is
happened
that I do.
to the moderators you did have. I mean, back when you had the truck driver and his wife.
Yes, yes.
Back
And
when
they
you had
came from the
Claude.
black
You
sector.
feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you want to go back in history.
yeah. That came from, and they followed me over here from the old Cloud, and the what's his name and his wife. They followed me from the old black sector. You're right, Seven. And then what is her name? D Ramsey start picking on the truck driver guy. And so I stopped him and his wife. I kind of let them go because I didn't want them involved in my mess, because they started picking with them. Club chat, D Ramsey, and then I didn't have to let I unmodded Cloud because Cloud started modding for Jay Wilson, and I don't share moderators. Now that was my last moderator, but because Brandy used to drop down, but she not with the internet thing no more. She involved with her kids because they got too much going on, so she don't even be on the internet like that no more.
To me,
So
Senator, it sounds like you feel offended that the Miss Oracle doesn't know who you are. That's what I'm sensing. Like, do you feel
Does it feel like that to you? For real, for real?
it does?
Okay.
Because you keep bringing it up and you keep mentioning it. Like, we've talked 5 times. I've been on the panel with you. We've had great conversations, and now you're upset because she doesn't remember you. And then also, I mean, you guys have had great conversations in the past. You're up here today, and you're kind of like not really making sense.
To who?
Well, for me,
me too.
Okay. I mean, so the thing is, and I'll respond respectfully. Literally, 100%. This is the house. This is her house. What I'm telling you is, because of my history, I'm not fitting to even disrespect her with the truth in her house.
Well,
But I
that
don't
no.
agree
Well, hold
with
on. Wait. You
none.
tell me
Can I
what you think
respond
is
to
the truth.
Seven? Because I'm
Tell me
talking
your
about
truth.
I'm responding to Seven. I
But
don't
tell me your
agree with.
truth though. So you keep throwing out stuff, you don't give no follow through. So disrespect me
It's
with
like a
your truth,
female
please,
smacking man. You trying
please.
not to hit her. What I'm saying to you is, literally, I do not click links. I'm very intentional about links that I click. It'd be YouTube camera's link and yours. I
Okay.
ain't no panel hoe. So one thing that I do know, 100% intentional, is my track record. And so do they. It's down here in these bushes, and so do you. So what I'm
But I'm
saying
sure
is,
it's gonna a lot. You are just not.
I'm trying to respond
Maybe
to the young
you
lady
don't click
because
enough links for you to be remembered like you think you are remembered.
no, I
Okay,
don't think
that
I'm
is what
remembered like
Seven
that.
is trying.
I'm
If you
telling
if
you
you
about
click
me
my
not
links five
clicking
or
links.
six times
Why I
out of
remember
all
the
of the
ones.
years that I've
So
been
you
on
gonna make it
here,
about the
why would
link
I
and then
remember
say you
you
wasn't
like
playing
that?
semantics?
I'm
So
not
we
playing
talking about the
semantics. I'm
link?
being brutally honest. You said you
Who?
hit my link 5 or 6 times out of all these years that I've been on here. Okay, why would I remember you like I remember Seven?
yeah, there's
That
no
don't make
like
no
you.
sense.
I
You don't
mean,
listen.
you
I don't,
haven't.
it does. But
I'm
why
gonna tell
would
you
y'all
right
think
now.
that?
I'm gonna tell
Well,
you
let me
right
ask
now.
you a
I've heard,
question,
but
Miss
wait a minute.
Olivia.
I've heard you before.
I
I've heard
don't
you before,
care.
and you have not always gone by Stunner Cartier.
It was
So
drop top stunner. It was drop top stunner.
Okay.
It was Drop Top Stunner, and then I went to Stunner Cartier. When we was Treacy's P, this is the second time this happened to me. Nicole Tyler did this same fake ass shit when you be fucking with these hoes from YouTube. And it is
Wow.
wild to me because I don't give nothing but loyalty, seven, on everything and don't look for nothing from them
Loyalty.
because they black. I only respected Olivia, and let me just address you. The reason why, well, come on, it wasn't a beef sector pillar. Me and you have talked about being black first over being gay first, really diverting from the low vibrational commentary. And you literally sat here and said, forget about me. You know I don't care if y'all I don't if I wanted y'all to know me, I have a chat with 1,000 following me. That ain't the thing. What I'm saying is we had, in my opinion, valuable conversation. Just because you don't think the conversation is valuable, don't mean that it wasn't valuable to me.
I'm not saying it's not valuable. I'm saying I simply don't remember.
And I'm not offended by that because like you not remembering me doesn't take anything away from like what it is that we provide down here in this space. That
Right.
don't matter.
Okay. Okay.
But for real, on the real, I ain't gonna lie. And this is really between me and you. And I'll be funny. We'll throw a little light shade. But nice to meet you today. I'm gagging at you, Olivia.
Okay.
Gagging
Okay.
because these people down here is not that deep. And for me, you
Nothing.
know I know a king stands alone. This the rhetoric that we use. And I thought that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gagging. And I'm not
I've
gonna hold
always
that
stood
back.
alone. I'm
I'm
sorry that
gagging.
you don't agree with that today, but I don't. My track record proves that I've always stood alone. Like I've never changed up my formula, and it's that way for a reason. Because I don't get invested. Because I don't know none of y'all for real. See, I know how to separate myself. That's why I don't get invested. That's why I'm able to give the commentary that I give. I don't. I don't. Do certain things for a reason. I don't do
Mm-mm.
attachments on the internet because I don't know y'all like that for real. Now I am sorry if you feel a
Lord
way
do I.
about that, and
And
I don't
you
mean
can
no
know
disrespect, but I have never changed.
that. Well, in my opinion, in spiritual warfare, you were more of the super empathic down here
They
to
said
murder
he
the
I'm
used to
narcissist.
not
be
even
under
an
wait,
Time
empath.
out, time out, time out, because
Olivia.
she. Wait a minute.
They said he used to be under Yamaine.
Oh, you
No, no,
used to be
no.
y'all man?
Yamaine was on the show with me. So we were on the Code Tyler's Car Chronicles. It was me, Ness, who was Craig at the time. His name is Yamin, who was Tracy's moderator. Another dude named Terrence, a guy named Wolverine, and Miss Philadelphia. In case people didn't know, Nicole and I just had the tightest relationship. And when she turned on Tracy for no reason, I didn't go. I stood in the paint back then
But
with
what
my
does that
own
have to do
mind,
with
and that's why
me?
we fell out. Well, Seven just said that they said that I'm Yamin, and I'm not Yamin.
Okay,
Me and
but what does
Yamin
that
had.
have, whether you y'all made or not, what does that have to do with my channel? See, this is not Nicole
Well, Seven
Tyler's
just asked
channel.
me a
I don't know.
question.
No, wait, I don't know what you had going on over there.
Seven, did you just
That is
not ask
not
me a
my
question?
issue.
So now I'm out of pocket for just asking a question because she just
No,
asked
no,
me
you're
that.
not. I'm just saying, what does one thing, her channel, have to do with my channel?
Because I'm
Okay.
getting ready to clear it up. Because I'm not Yamin. I'm drop. It was drop top
No, no,
stunner back
no, no,
then,
no.
and now it's stunner
I did ask
career.
you a question, so I'm glad you answered
Motherfucking Yamin.
that. Okay,
Me
well,
and Yamin got a. Me and Yamin got a video.
it's
Me
clear
and
that
Yamin got a
it's,
video just for clarification's sake,
you
since we clout chasing.
nobody. Look, I asked a question that was in the chat. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't believe you. Look.
Nah, Seven. I got more fans, and the slant is they mad. Like I'm not the type to come off the porch and sit around you goofies. I actually like more of the Mo 3 sector just to sit and kick it and chill, but I'm not sitting on the panel and lying and saying that, oh, well, the sky is green when I know it's blue, just to go along to get a couple dollars in super chat and cash out. I'm
But
not
that's
going to
what
do
they
it.
do
Who
over
is
there in the.
Goofy?
Wait a minute. That's what they do over there in the Mo3 sector. So what you
And
talking
I
about?
understand,
Who?
I understand that. That's
Come
why
on,
I'm
who is you
saying
Goofies? Who is you Goofies? because I am not goofy, and I am not on my panel to get cash apps and what was it, super chats, because people don't support me monetarily like that. I get an AdSense check. You
No,
don't
you
hear me on
answered,
here
but I wasn't
begging. I
necessarily
don't have
addressing you
to.
though.
He's sitting up
You
there
answered,
talking
but I
to us.
wasn't addressing you
But
though.
wait a minute, you
Now, I don't know. That
talking
wasn't
to
his
us
dog.
like we're a
I've
go
never
along.
done that.
Wait a minute. You talking to us like we're a go along, get along sector, but you go to the Mo3 sector, they don't even release any information or whatever they put in their titles until 30 minutes has passed, and they've been begging for cash apps the entire time.
No, what I'm saying is, and let me just make it
And
clear.
if you
Some
know
of
me, you've been
no,
knowing
hold
me for
on.
all these years. You know that has never been my stilo. So where you
I
going with this?
some
So now
of
you
y'all,
lie trolling?
no, never that. You know that's not even
Because
my
my people can
platform.
tell you in the down in
You
the
trying
chat
to
that that's
provoke
never
me,
been my
bro.
stilo, sir.
Hmm.
Because I don't have to.
I ain't got that for you
I
because
get
I
an
didn't
AdSense
even.
check.
I didn't even
I
press
don't
out.
beg for crab legs and alcohol and marijuana. That's not my thing. I've never done it because I don't have to.
What big point though are we talking about right now?
But he
But I'm just
likes
saying you
that.
said that though.
But wait a minute.
That's what you said.
Are there any camps that you were part of? Because you just mentioned Tracy, you mentioned Nicole Tyler. So
Never like we did the so I don't want to go over it again, but Olivia was on the panel with me recently at Room Shakers, and me and VS talk. We went through all of that. It's funny because we even had a pleasant
So
conversation there.
me and VS and you was on Room Shakers panel?
So you forgot about the beef sector history panel when me and VS were able to have a much, which is why I'm shocked.
Was I on the panel too? You said
The
I was on the
demon
panel too,
VS
right?
that they called the demon was more of a. I can't even believe this shit.
No, I'm just saying I was on the panel. I'm just asking you, was I on the panel too?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But that's what you just
Ask the
said.
chat. Ask the chat, or maybe because you don't remember
How long
anything
ago?
today.
How long ago was the chat?
okay, I'm
Not
gonna be
even
right
60
back. I
days.
need to go put my clothes in the washing machine.
Okay, Seven. I'll drop the link. Let me know when you come
No,
back.
I'm not. I'll stay here. I'm
No,
just.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay. But when? Okay, so how long ago was this conversation on
Seven
Shakers
o'clock
channel?
tea. 7 o'clock tea, objectively, because this is wild, duh. It's
I'm just
wild.
asking you, sir, when it
Clock
was.
tea, brother. And I'm not going to patronize you, Miss Olivia. I'm going to
Okay.
still respect you.
Okay.
But come on, man. You better than that now.
I'm just asking you when this conversation happened. I'm not
I'm not
asking
even.
you to patronize me.
So all of the earnests of the narratives that were spun today, they all on me. You know I'm heavy enough to handle that as well. And so
Okay.
it had to have been like even less than 60 days. It was the big thing. But you don't remember that. I mean, literally, you spoke to me. And I like people like Stunner. If you go to the video ends out like that. You like Stunner because Stunner's real. Well, you did.
I know we never got into it before.
And I
That's why I
like
can't
people like
understand.
Stunner.
That's why I can't understand why we even having this conversation right now. It's so out of
You're
order.
not going to be able to
Like,
get me back. You done.
do what now?
You're not going to be able to get me back.
Get
You
you back
done.
where?
With the bond that you don't remember, I'm
Uh-huh.
terminating today. And you
I'm
will
not
not be able
asking.
to get
I've
me
never
back.
asked anybody for
I'm
no
done
kind
with
of
you.
bond, sir. You are confused, Stunner. You've been
Mhm.
on this thing too long,
You can sit
baby.
up here and lie.
You are
I'm
overly
done
invested.
with you.
And you got me confused and
Straight
fucked up,
up.
okay?
Straight up and
I
down.
don't have a bond with
In
nobody
that
on
type
the
of way. I
YouTube.
respect you, but I'm done. That's the
Okay.
last thing you said. Oh, this was real nice.
Okay,
That
well, it's
was
real
all
nice talking
right.
to you. It's real nice talking to you. Because you
But you don't
clearly
know who
have
I am. But
some
just
kind of
30 days ago, you like having stuff
animosity
like
towards me, and
with
I don't
me,
know where
you,
it's
and
coming from,
Yaya.
sir.
You like the real conversation. Now
But
today,
we're having
you
a real
forgot. And then you want to
conversation.
make
Yes,
it
we
seem
are.
like a person like me who is
I
respecting
don't even
you
know
because
you.
you're
Like,
a
I don't
black
even care.
woman.
Like, I'm not even
What
trying
would
to
I
be
be a
rude,
fan
but
of
you
you
keep
for?
trying to pull it out of me. You want me to disrespect you, sir, on my own pound, and I don't have to
Well,
do
you just
that.
asked me when it was, and I told you. But like
I don't
everybody,
know you. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. And if you've
but I
been
just did
watching
the
me for
same thing
years,
to
then you
Ugly,
would
but I
know
was
that.
being real. You
I
was
don't
watching him.
understand what kind of delusional thing that you had going on in your head between me and you, but I promise you, sir, it is incorrect when it comes to me. Okay?
Mhm.
I'm confused because I don't understand what it is that you think we had going on.
So let me ask you this:
Like,
do you want? Let me ask you this: when it comes to your subscribers, let's slant for a minute. Do you want your subscribers to just hate you? Do you want them to agree with everything you said, or
uh,
do you want to have some sort of common ground with them?
no,
Where
no, I do not. Let
they'll
me
be
number one.
well, can I
If
finish?
you
Can I
just
finish the
if you
question?
subscribe, I'm answering the question. If you
I
subscribe to
didn't
me,
even finish. You
if you
finishing the question
subscribe to
I've
me,
been
you are a
asking.
free thinker. Number two, I don't expect nobody, and if they have been in my chat for long and they tell the truth, I don't expect them to agree with everything I say. I would appreciate if they would consider it. Now, if they don't agree, that's fine too. That's not stopping my commentary. Okay, I
Mhm.
have never been the one to just be this type of person to say whatever it is you gotta say to get subscribers or cash apps or super chat. That is not me. I don't
So,
move like
so
that.
basically,
Like I
because this is
said,
the
that
beef
is the
paper.
reason why. That is one reason why
Hmm.
I don't even have moderators. I don't get clicked up or bonded to or close to or in a relationship with anybody on YouTube, honey. I am shady. Okay. I would
Hmm.
not put them through it and I would not put me through it either. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
where you going with this, I don't even know what you think we had. And it's
Nothing.
I'm sorry, but I
No,
don't
it was. Well, can I say it? Then you can. You. I'm not attacking. It was literally just like literally a common perspective. You know that I didn't think we were friends. You know that I was never on your link. You know I'm not that kind of guy. Like the thing about it is the only thing it is that is interesting is the fact that I'm willfully not going to engage in the delusion. But me not doing
Yeah,
that is not me
I
attacking.
think you're the one with the delusion, sir, not me.
But what I said was, even so, like moving forward though, I'm not going to take the effort to kind of like, I think if I jump out of a bag and say a whole bunch of stuff I don't feel, then
Mhm.
that's the gotcha moment. The reality of the situation is I just have no negative feelings about you. I don't even
I
have
don't. I don't.
reads lined up. I never had. You
I,
was one of the only people down here I ain't have
I don't
reads
have no
lined up
negative
with.
opinion
But
about you either.
because
No
I'm saying
negative, no
that, but let me
positive,
say
no
this.
nothing.
Exactly. But because I don't have no negative reads lined up, doesn't mean like YouTube is a huge the stuff I look at on YouTube, like we're both 100% and supposed to be insignificant to each other. Like we see each other when it comes to that. In the grand scheme of things, I am really about black people. No, I'm not as smart as you when it comes to being like, being able to point out historical text the way you can, but I still love my people. That's one thing that I've heard you echo over and over again, maybe at least 20, 30 times. That's the only thing that made
Well,
me
more
want
than
to
20 or
even,
30. I was echoing
that's
it
the,
before I came to a beef sector. That's
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 the
that's
only
what I'm
thing
here
that made
for.
me want to engage. Like that was literally the selling point. So I don't want people to act like, oh, well, he's mad. No, 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 I don't care. And the thing is like, I don't care. I'm just shocked because I don't hate the play, I hate the game. But I just thought that, like, again, Queen stand alone, King stand alone. I thought it was a bloodline, and it's like
No, I
real
stand
recognizable.
alone. My
I'm
my
looking for
bloodline
more.
is offline. I don't.
That's
I'm
all.
not invested. I don't do that,
I can believe you,
Stunner.
me,
And I
that I
think
got
that
more
that is
going
where
on
we
than
are
you
at an
offline.
impasse, sir.
I can
I
believe you,
don't.
me, that I got more going on in my real life than you offline. No, no shade. I
Mhm.
can guarantee you that
Okay.
in every which way. And
Okay.
I'm not trying to flex. I
I'm
can
not.
guarantee you that
Okay.
I'm not here for none of that.
Okay.
I'm not one of those dudes. We talked about, man, it's so funny
Okay.
how all of the quality content, and maybe
Mhm.
you're showing me today
Mhm.
to just not do the quality content, or
Okay.
you're showing me to kind of turn up harder at it.
Okay.
Because, in my opinion, even though I never seen you before and we're just meeting,
Okay.
my perspective of you was like, damn, she's back in the quality content. And then when we
Okay.
had the whole town hall meeting, and that's literally what we were talking about. I'm like, yeah, I like Olivia, I like Faith Yaya, I like Room Shaker. I only said that because y'all gonna keep it real. The numbers are not with y'all. So if I was
Hey,
clout
numbers
chasing,
have never
I
been
would
with
have
me,
been. Wait a
sir.
minute, time out. I'm not being shady,
No, you
but if
ain't.
I was
I don't
clout,
take it as shady, but
no,
let me.
I'm not being
You make
shady.
a good point. Now, let me
I'm
interject.
not being shady
The
because I would
numbers
have been
have
like,
never
yeah, I like
been,
O.D.S.
and they never
I
will be
like
with
Lemon.
me,
I'm not
and
in
that
none of
is
this stuff.
also by design. You see what I'm saying? But you like you trying to be quick with it. But I catch all the shade, okay? All the tea. I get it. I'm
No, but
quick,
you know
okay? I'm
you know
sorry. The
but the thing
numbers will
is,
never be with me because the numbers would never be with the truth tellers. The numbers
right?
would never
Oh
be
no,
with
you're
the
not one of
player,
them.
the people that
You're not
pay
one of
playing
those.
the people for
You're not one of
fools. That's
those.
never gonna be
You're not
me.
one of
That's why I
those.
said if you put me on any type of a pedestal, you
You're
are
not a truth
mistaken.
teller.
Okay, because I don't play games. I give commentary because I am grown and I don't get invested. Okay, you are overly invested, and that is
Not
just
even
not
a
me.
little bit.
And I am sorry. So the
That's
numbers are
not gonna
never
be the
going to be
cold
with the
words for
oracle.
knocking people
Okay, why
down
do
to
you
tell
think
the
they don't
truth.
like me around here? Because I don't do the group up thing. Because I'm too shady. Because like I said, I might like something you say today, and I might not like say something you say tomorrow. But I don't know you. So it ain't personal. You taking it personal. You are
No, I'm
mistaken.
not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm really 100% not. We're literally having a conversation, and I'm literally telling my life is real. So I
My
don't care
life,
whether.
okay.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So let me just go ahead and answer what you said. Fuck the declaratives. Literally 100. Oh my God, this is crazy. I can't even believe we're in this moment because you called yourself a truth teller, and in my opinion, we had contrasting views on this live that are so contrasting, like it's irreconcilable. I'm talking
Okay.
about for my ideology of
Okay.
you. I ain't talking about no friendship. And
Right.
my ideology of you is not gonna matter because I know how you present yourself.
Right. Because you always gonna be
But as far
wrong.
as being one of them truth tellers that you talked about,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna take that away from you. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is, I definitely know, as smart as you are, that you
Mm-hmm.
are aware of this conversation. Proud of me for standing on my own. You seeing a king standing alone and doing what it is that you clicking these links and saying that you doing. And just because I'm from the trenches and just because I represent for the hood, don't mean that we don't got character and we stand on morals and principles. That's what I ain't seen up here today. But I
I,
still fuck with you though because you black.
I don't know where you come
What's
from.
going on?
And
Because you
I
black.
don't I've never said anything about where you come from, or your
Yeah.
morals or your
I ain't
principles.
talking
See,
about
you are
that.
yet
You
again,
gonna say you
you
gonna
are
play
assume. See,
semantics
this
till the
is more about
conversation is
you
done.
and your conscience and not about me, sir.
Mm-mm.
You're really having an argument with yourself. Like
Mm-mm.
really.
I'm having an argument with somebody who at the beef sector town hall meeting, which was, and this is not the first time
Oh
because
my
you put my
God.
name in the title before for bringing people together and clearing up these facts. V. Lenore jumped on the link. Tracy D jumped on the link. Food Junkie jumped on the link. And we had a live that you thought was refreshing. Did you forget
Do you
about that?
remember? Do you know how many years ago it's been since Tracy D
No, it was
clicked the
only
link?
last year because I left YouTube in 2021 after the shit with Nicole Tyler and never even came back
2025,
until
Stunner. Oh
2024.
my
I
God.
wasn't even around y'all for years.
But I'm saying
I'm
it's
not trying to style on you, but
2025.
I'm the real deal.
I'm not saying you're not the real deal. I'm just saying you may be a couple of years behind.
It's 2025 and I didn't come back to the beef sector until grown folks violated Jay Dunn on Treasure Lane's thing that just happened to come up in my link.
Mm,
And then I started looking at Lemon. I
okay.
wasn't around here in 2021, 22, 23, and I
Oh,
didn't come back until
okay.
24. I
Okay.
left because of content creators, and I'm gonna say this, like women that just like you attack the good man. Then
I did
when I
not
get
attack
to,
you.
I ain't talking about you. I ain't even worried about you no more, Miss Olivia. That's dead. A lot of times when I really attack these females, like I was attacking Hershey and I was attacking Uppy. They say, Stunner, you go too far as your temper.
I didn't even know you had attacked
Hold on.
them. I
And if
didn't even
Jay
know
Don,
that.
when Jay, the only one that's astute enough to understand my personality
Mm-hmm.
is fucking Jay Dunn. I
Okay.
try my best to respect these women. And you
Okay.
sitting up on here and it seemed to me like you really are literally saying you ain't never see that. And even though I'm a gay man, this how females provoke men. And that shit
Okay.
phony. That shit bogus, gang.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
Well,
okay.
Stunner, I have enjoyed this
Because I
conversation,
never call
but
you
I'm
a
gonna have
B.
to go.
Even
Okay.
though I feel some type of way, I never G down on you and call
Okay.
you a B. Because my mother's a
Okay.
black woman. See, you got real niggas that's aligning with you, and then you not showing up feeling real.
Okay.
Fuck you. How you expect to talk all this real shit, then play with me, bro?
Oh, you felt like I was playing with you?
You definitely
Wow.
played in my face for an hour,
Oh my goodness.
over
Well,
and over again.
I'm sorry that you felt that way.
No, I'm not
I'm sorry that
offended.
you felt that
But
way.
you played in my face for an hour, over and
I'm
over again, like
I'm
I
sorry
did
you feel.
something to you.
Not,
You played in my
no, I
face
don't
for
even know
speaking
you
up
for
for
you
the
to do
dead.
something to me. But let me just say in closing, I am sorry that you felt that way. That was not my intention. We were having a conversation, and I really think it feels like you got a lot of stuff, a lot of bottled up anger or something that you want to express. But what
You
I
ain't
would
been around a
suggest for
real
you,
nigga
let
in a
me
long
finish.
time.
But what I would
You
suggest to
might not be
you
sleeping
is
next
for
to
you to upload a
on
video
bed.
about all your frustrations, that
Yes,
everything you've been holding in for all
sleeping
these
on
years
bed.
pertaining to the
Okay, I'm
internet,
back.
sir, and get you some peace of mind. That's what I
Pertaining to
suggest
the
to you.
internet, I don't even be in the beef sector. I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about you, and I'm talking about our
That's what I'm
history,
saying. You should
and
upload
that's
a
what I'm talking
video
about.
on your own
Fuck
channel
the
because
beef
you got
sector.
one.
I don't even have a history with the majority of these new people. I'm
Okay.
talking about me running around behind you thinking that you real.
Uh,
You'll get a person murked in the hood.
oh,
You
well,
play
oh,
dangerous
okay.
games,
Well,
bro.
now wait a minute. I don't know how to act
Wait
in
a
the hood,
minute.
baby, because I'm a country
Fuck you
bumpkin.
mean?
So I
I see
probably
that.
would, I guess.
I
I
see
don't
that. But
know.
are you for black people for real?
Everybody know that I'm black first.
So then how
But
can
I
you
am not. That
denigrate
don't
and
mean I'm
play?
from the quote unquote hood. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about being black. I mean, you know our history. You the one that can sit down and talk about our history. From
Okay.
the transatlantic on, from the south up to all that.
Okay.
You say you
But
about black
anyway.
people, but when a person
Okay.
come up speaking for another black person, you sit around and play with a man for an hour.
Baby, I'm not trying to play with you.
What do you expect?
I
I mean,
don't
this is
even
not sexual.
understand.
This is human. What you expect me to do, Joe?
I don't know.
Huh?
I really don't know. I really don't.
No, you do know.
What do you what am I supposed to do
Mr.
then?
Lewis, for the longest, I always never treated y'all the way the rest of the LGBT did. Per to
Hmm?
the code, because I would have been aggressive in that type of way. I
Okay.
sat and let you play just so I could see who you is. And
Okay.
at the end, I told you in your face that I'm gagging. That's all that is.
Okay. I respect
Not
that.
a, I'm gagging because at the end of the day, in
Okay.
my opinion, you was like soldier blood, and you probably still is.
Okay.
You might just be sitting in the house bored and
Okay.
feeling like they got too much pressure on you, so you had to
Okay.
cower down to a group. I don't know what it
Ooh.
is, but
Okay.
get on out the house because that's not what I know of you. I
Okay.
actually thought that you was a stronger woman.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you can and play sarcastic.
I'm
This
not.
gonna
I'm
hit
just
your
saying
soul.
okay.
When you log
I'm
offline,
okay.
you gonna think about it for a couple of days because why be like why would you just say that you a truth teller 20 minutes ago?
Because I am. I tell my truth that as I see it. I discuss things the from from my view. Now, whether you want to agree with me with my truth, that is up to you or not. Whether you disagree or not, that is up to you or not. I do not require any type of loyalty, and I do not require groupthink. I require free thinkers over here. And everybody that's been with me for a while knows that.
Stunner, I do have a question. And I asked you before, I'm going to ask you again. Have you been drinking this morning?
Nah, not at all. I hit a blunt and I'm 100% chilling. I literally, Seven, can you do this for real, man? Because you know what time it is. Just chill, man. Stop trying to act like me responding to her and what I'm saying to her
Well,
is like me
Stunner,
crashing
it
out.
ain't
That's
even seven.
bad.
Hold up, wait a minute.
That's bad
Baby,
because I'm not
I
crashing out
hope you
on her,
got out
Seven, or
everything you
you.
need to get out because we've been on this for a while. But I'm finna drop you
No, I'm.
because you won't exit stage left with some
You
grace.
didn't
Okay.
ask me, but you could
Now you
definitely
done.
drop
I
me
done
right
let you
now.
say everything You probably it's probably a little bit,
Seven, I click your
only a
link
little
real
bit,
rap
because it
whenever I
sounds
do.
like you're
It ain't no
frustrated
smoke.
with me. That's why
I'm not
I
frustrated.
suggested
No, I'm
that you do
nothing
a
you. And I'm
video.
not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Why would I dignify myself on doing a video on you?
I don't
Did you listen to
about
what you
whatever
said
you've
the
been
last
thinking
two
all these
hours?
years is what I'm talking about. Not just me,
And I
about
see today who you
everything.
is. I'll never do a video on you.
I'm
You
not
ain't
saying
real.
on me. I'm talking about in a totality. Whatever it is that you're feeling
Never.
frustrated about, you ought
Somebody,
to take some time and put
No, I
everything
ain't
in that video
frustrated.
so
Y'all know
you'll
what
feel
y'all
better.
do. You know
somebody
what
wants
y'all
to know
do.
if
Now
you
he's
come from.
frustrated. I'm like,
Wait a minute. Somebody wants to know if you come from Wiley's camp.
we was that. Let me just say this, Seven. As your number one fan, if it wasn't for Wiley and me
Ooh,
arguing, not arguing, we're debating with you probably more than once, I wouldn't even know who you are. No, I don't come from Wiley's camp. But we did know Armand, and I did kind of make a little bit of waves on Wiley's radio show as well before Nicole Tyler ever. This is another thing that I don't like to keep bringing up over and over again because I don't want to use it for clout. I just cussed Wiley out because I thought that he was fake and aligned himself with TSCC to use them for money years ago. I still feel that way today. If that looked crazy to y'all, I'm glad because that just proves to me that, like, out here we stand on business. Like if it's
we
we
don't have
just
nothing to
stand
do with
on
that.
business. I know you ain't got nothing to do with that because you don't stand on business.
Okay.
How could you?
Okay.
And again, like the whole he's frustrated. I ain't come on now. Not one drink. I don't even drink. I
Okay.
hit one blunt. It's Saturday. The
Okay.
only nigga chilling is me.
Okay.
Clear
Well, I
conscious
have
when I
thoroughly
click off.
enjoyed this conversation, okay?
That you
And I
running
want
from
you to
now
have a
because you
nice
know
day.
what you did.
Okay, have a nice day. Uh, how do I get him out here? Kick from the studio. 7?
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
It was. I don't even know where it came from.
Definitely.
And thanks for the super chat, the 4.99 super chat, baby. Thank you so much for that. He was in the thick of his argument, and I
Someone
couldn't even
said,
say thank you.
Olivia, you heartbreaker, you.
Okay, I had no idea.
You breaking hearts,
I
sister.
had no. I'm getting knocked off of pedestals. I never asked to be put on. Like it's amazing. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get somebody murked in the hood. I guess so. I'm a country bumpkin. What the fuck would I know about the hood? Like what the fuck? What? I ain't. A boy.
This
It's
was a
seven.
classic live.
But seven.
Shout out
What
to
the fuck
Seven.
was he talking about?
He was, listen, from the minute he got on, I thought he actually, when he said, I want to offer a perspective, or I guess a different perspective, I was like, okay, cool, because
Right.
nobody cares about pushback. Like, we live for that. But
Mm-hmm.
then he started talking about everything under the sun, and then we were once a part of TSCC, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
That's where he lost me. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
when he lost me. And when he said that, and then I was he, like I said, just an antagonizer,
Yeah, that's where it went left for me. But seven,
smoking that
why was
fentanyl
he
weed.
saying? Okay, this what got me too. He's talking about that girl. And I didn't even know what he was talking. He said, "But what happened on 22nd and whatever?" And I'm thinking, well, we don't live in Chicago. Well, they talking about it all over the internet. Okay, so can you give us a clue? Like we don't know what happened on 22nd and whatever
It
because we
took
don't
him
live in.
forever to tell us what was going on.
Yes, I'm like, okay, well, y'all should know about it. It's all over the internet, but we don't know what happened on 22nd though. Can you give us a name? Can you tell? I was confused.
Like I said, he is exhausting. Thank God he's gay and he plays for the other team.
Oh
Because
my god! Can you imagine if he?
could you
Sir,
imagine being in a relationship with somebody like that?
yes.
That's how they all show up. Like after like 3 months, 6 months, that's
Mm-hmm.
how they all show up. And you
Well,
be
see,
like, what are
that's
you
that. Whether you straight or whether you gay, that's that misogynistic part in a man.
exactly
Okay,
like what are you even talking about?
sure. And then,
It's the deflection for me. And that's what he was doing this entire time. Like when and that's what men do. If you get them on a point, or you're
Mm,
like, okay, well, what are you talking about? They immediately start deflecting, and it's like, wait a minute, what? And then
uh,
you just find that you're so tired afterwards because you're
but
like,
but
wait a
but but Seven, what was the slick shots for? Like he been holding animosity towards me and you, and I guess and other people for years.
Well, you have to remember we're online and you're doing the show online and there's people in the chat. So when people cannot manipulate you or they cannot control you, they try to control how other people see you. Okay. And that's why he was
So,
throwing shots at us.
right, putting him on a pedestal, and I thought you was. I'm thinking, well, have you been watching me for all these years? Really?
It
Do you
was
don't know
very
who I
bizarre.
am?
It was very bizarre.
Now,
And I
Seven, you
was
know who the hell I am. You know
well
that I am shady as
when
hell.
he sat up there and said, "You lost me," I said, okay, here comes the point where he needs validation. You
Exactly.
lost him. Wait, what?
You
Okay.
know who he is. He is not a content creator.
Baby, God bless your little heart. Okay.
Yeah, Lord, God bless him. I don't even. But oh, that was very weird.
But the consensus is we really don't want to hear from this guy who claims to be
Mm,
Sharika's boyfriend. But however,
mm, mm,
if he keeps reaching out to content creators, yeah, go ahead
mm-hmm,
and put him up on the stand.
mm-hmm,
Okay. Because this is
mm-hmm,
what it's going to be, the stand. This is a jury, baby. And the court of
mm-hmm.
public opinion is very rampant.
I
Go ahead and put
swear.
him on the stand if you insist on keep reaching out and see
Mm,
what happens.
because I
Okay.
dissect the hell out of what he got to say.
Right,
Okay.
for real, for real. Hold a panel and everything. Let people come up asking questions, all of that.
Okay.
Because
Mm,
why are you in anything that you're trying to do or achieve or accomplish? Like I said, you need to be asking the medical examiner. You don't need to be
mm-hmm.
asking anybody here.
Online.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do
Yeah.
anything to her. So
Mm-mm. Hmm.
I don't understand how that point was missed by this grown man.
Me either. I really it wasn't even that deep. Like I don't it ain't even rocket science. Seven.
But obviously he's dealing with a lot of confusion. I mean, it was given Brian teases, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, it
It was
was.
it was given Brian teases. I was like, whoa, what
Oh
is
my
going on?
God. It was giving
But
Brian
even
T.
Brian know how to stay on topic, so I'm just confused.
Right. I was just confused. Girl, he had so much going at one time. I'm like, he having four or five. You really arguing with yourself, dude?
With
Like I'm
yourself.
confused.
Yeah, it was very strange. All right, let me try these clothes on. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta finish this.
Okay. I can't believe we've been on for 3 hours, but honey, thank you, Seven. Thank you for staying up here with me this whole time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
They
it.
said he would go from being calm to aggressive. The switch was crazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those people have like inner demons and they try to project them onto you.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we weren't up here being mean, facetious,
No.
nothing. We were
Mm-mm.
just having a conversation about what was going on. And
Mm-hmm.
then he comes up here with all these like microaggressions, like let me
Mm-hmm.
throw some shade, and if you catch me on the shade, oh no, I didn't mean it like that, or oh no, I'm just
Right.
kidding. Like
Like
no,
you literally
get out
trying
of
to lie on us, though. He lost me. He got the tone when he lied.
here. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this ain't even gotta be all that. Like, what is you talk? Why is you even talking about that lady? What the hell do that lady got to do with this conversation?
And then he was talking about, oh well, there's been posts left. Okay, well, can you read us the post? Well,
Can
I
you
don't
read us
have
the
the post.
post?
Like I
I
don't
told
know.
him to go
Like
find it. Go find the post.
he was very ill prepared to be having a conversation with two motherfucking sharks like us up here who was
Girl, I
ready to just
realized.
pounce on his ass.
I think that's why he got even more confused because he
He
wasn't
was very
expecting it.
agitated. Yeah, he wasn't prepared. He was
Yeah,
ill
he
prepared.
wasn't. But that's what happened.
Next time, don't hit the blunt.
Don't hit the blunt. Don't
You'll
drink
be
the
okay.
brown liquor or the white liquor or no liquor.
I
But
don't know.
anyway, thank you, Seven Girl. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
y'all
get
have
off
a
here
good one.
too.
All
You
right.
thank you. I enjoyed this. Lord, y'all, this was crazy. Nah, y'all had more pay. Right, teacher. Like I really was. I didn't want to be mean. Like I honestly didn't, but that was a lot, and y'all heard it. Y'all heard to witness it for yourself. But y'all even got to realize that was some weird stuff. it was too many conversations. He was all over the place kind to me, right? He was having too many different conversations. He was talking about every other thing that he hit the link to talk about, if that makes sense. Because he started out talking about why the guy might want to do the conversation or whatever pertaining to Circuit Chicago. He went all the way back in the past of TSCC and all the way back in the past of Nicole Tyler, and I'm thinking, what is he confused, child? Then he said he had been on my channel 5 or 6 times. Do y'all realize how many years and how many panels I have had over here? In particular, we ain't even talking about the old black sector. I was like, Lord have mercy. And why would anybody ever pedestalize the Oracle with her shady, petty ass? I don't even understand that. So I don't know what he thought he was saying all these years, but my God. I don't even know. But anyway, y'all. Thank you. Right, a mess, Jaguar, right? I have never seen him, and I'm being here for you. Right, Tisa. Tisa, girl. Anyway, y'all, I'm exhausted, like mentally exhausted, because I did not expect this to happen today. I'm so glad Seven was up here. Uh, if y'all came in late, please, be part of the replay game and go back to the first part of the video to where we were actually having the conversation as it pertained to the title of this video, and y'all will know what we were talking about before that guy came up here and totally derailed it. Okay. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join the live. Oh yeah, thank you for saying that, posting that, T Mac. Thank you so much. Um, I agree with me, kind to me. Yeah, so y'all, if y'all came in late, be part of the replay game, especially the first part of the video. And y'all will get the gist of the conversation that Seven and I were having. It kind of went off the rails when the fella hit the link, but we were actually going somewhere in that conversation before we were derailed. So if you came in late, you know what I mean. If you want to hear the commentary pertaining to the title, please do so, okay? Because this was just weird. Okay, okay. I've been in the beat sector since 2017 and never heard his what. Right, and then I didn't even know. I don't know nothing about what went on in Tisa and Nicole Tyler's. Who was over there with Nicole Tyler? I don't know who was over there with Wiley. And part of the reason why Tisa, and if you don't stand out, so clearly he never stood out. I may have stood out to him. Yeah, see, Matt, we got over 100 likes. Thank y'all. I may have stood out to him, but he never stood out to me because he's not a content creator. And so I didn't mean no disrespect, but if you don't stand out to me, then I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? There's so much going on. Like, I've been over here forever. Like, you literally have to. There are people, even content creators now, as well as then, that I don't even talk about, and y'all know that, because like I can't talk about it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? And so anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Um, StreamYard didn't even exist back then, T. So I had been putting some old video up last month of you. Do you remember the what it was, the was it the Google, the thing when you came up and you talked, but it was before StreamYard, and we could do the call-ins with the things. I forget what they call it. It was the Google something. But anyway, when we was doing videos like that, way before there was a StreamYard, child. Way before StreamYard was even thought of, y'all. That's how long I've been on here. I even forgot what did they call it? I forgot what they call it. But I put up a couple of my old videos from back then using that format. That's how long it's been, y'all. I can't even think of the name of it right now. But right, Google Hangout. Thank you, T. So Google Hangout. Yes. And if you want to talk, you couldn't add people to the link, but then I would do the call-ins. I would do the call line thing for people to call. Yep, Max, the Hangouts. And I put on, like I said, I re-uploaded a couple of those call-ins that I did from back then. It's on my community wall, right? But it was Google Hangouts. There was no StreamYard, back then. You know what I mean? And so that's how long I've been on here, y'all. And so, like, I don't know what to tell her. Thank you for being, watching my content all these years. No disrespect. Thank you. Thank all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. And I don't mean no disrespect, okay? Because without the subscribers, who gonna watch? But don't put more into it than it is, if that makes sense. And I think that he was like really taking it personal, and I meant no disrespect. And I'm like, wow, okay. So anyway, y'all, that's all I got. We'll have to see what comes out, if anything, concerning Shirka Chicago and these conversations that he's wanting to have with these content creators, because it's gonna end up being content, at this point. And me and Seven was trying to figure out why. Why do you want to have these conversations, and for what? You know, V.S was the first person to do StreamYard in 2018, 2019. Honestly, Tisa, even before her, a lot of people may not remember, but Joyce started that. Joyce and her crew. It was Joyce and what's her name? She used to do the video. Joyce and oh my God. We just talking about her. We don't do her, they didn't want her doing her things anymore. It was Joyce and Billie Jean. They had a little situation like that going on actually before the Mess Express, you know. And so, but VS is the one that popularized StreamYard because, of course, she had so many more followers than Joyce, and what Joyce had going on over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right, Tisa. Absolutely. She popularized it, yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's how long it's been. And this has been a long video for me, 3 hours. Y'all know I don't do this. To thank y'all for joining me, chat. I am going to get off here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Thanks for liking the video and sharing the video. Oh yeah, yeah, Tisa, right? And I'm gonna talk to y'all later, chat. Bye bye. Thanks for joining me so much. Peace.